Hi guys. I'm sipping on chicken broth and I can't have anything after another probably half an hour or so. Because I have that procedure tomorrow. Yay me. Okay. Hi Julie. Hi Beth. Hi Deborah. And I don't know if I'm supposed to be 11:30. What time is it? Okay. I'm good on time. Let me get to the live chat. The real live chat. We don't have a popular, I guess the popular viewpoint on Take Care of Maya, but all viewpoints are welcome here. Hi Farm Life. We just ask that you respect them, because in other chats they were not respected. You got just jumped on, and as if you were like, I'm not saying anything in a rude way or anything, but just you got jumped on. So this right here was the response by the plaintiffs, by the Kowalskis, regarding the motion for the new trial, right? So let's see what they said. Plaintiff Jack Kowalski, individually and on behalf of his child Maya, a minor, and as a personal representative of the estate of Beata, deceased, collectively the plaintiffs, by and through the undersigned counsel, hereby files its opposition to defendant John Hopkins All Children's Hospital motion for a new trial based on juror misconduct, motion for a juror interview, motion to open discovery into evidence of juror misconduct, and an emergency motion to preserve evidence. And says the motion, which really should be entitled Juror Misconduct by Proxy, should be denied in its entirety for the following reasons. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Besides asserting an incorrect standard and basing its allegations on asserted posts of people other than juror number 1, defendant failed to preserve the arguments it now makes after the verdict. The pre-verdict information on which the defendant relies was available, and it appears known to the defendant before the verdict. Yet the defendant waited to see how the verdict came in before bringing these assertions to the court. Had it acted timely, if its claims had any merit, they could have been addressed before this 9-week trial went to the jury. Over 20 years ago, the Florida Supreme Court stated, the court system is already overburdened and does not have the luxury of allowing jury verdicts to unravel or be subject to attack because of information which could have been reasonably obtained before the trial begins. The same rationale applies to information that could have been discovered during the trial, when an alternate juror could move up to deliberate. In 2002, the court said, in a perfect world, access to the information would be immediately available in all courtrooms, or actually provided as jury pooled information. Because of advances in technology, that day has arrived, and it may be appropriate for the courts to revisit whether parties have a duty to investigate juror backgrounds before a verdict. But the court need not reach that issue to see the defendant failed to preserve its argument here. The defense bases its motion largely on internet posts during the trial, as noted below. To the extent it refers to the alleged comments after the trial, jurors are free to discuss their service when their trial has concluded. Hey Bucky, you're a year old. Yay! Thank you for being a member for a year. Those materials were available to the defense in real time. The defendant claims it strains credibility to believe juror number 1 and his wife were not communicating with each other during the trial. The defendant is wrong. First, the court told the jurors repeatedly that they were not to discuss the case with anyone, even family members. As noted below, to engage in the unsupported assumption defendant posits would mean that there could never be a married juror. So no, it does not strain credulity to believe that jurors followed instructions. Second, as discussed below, evidence shows defense counsel was actively engaging with members of the public through the internet during the trial, and therefore all the pre-verdict posts. Hold on a second, I'm going to get here. I have to get to live chat. Okay. All the pre-verdict posts defendant complains about in the motion should be considered known to the defense team before the verdict. Defendant has not denied it knew about these posts in the motion, and if it does, the members of the defense team should be placed under oath and questioned, but that should not be necessary. Where a lawyer knows of an incident potentially compromising the jury before a verdict is returned but fails to object or alert the court until after the verdict is announced, the incident may not be raised as a grounds for a new trial. But they did talk about juror number 1 before the verdict. And Anderson agreed with them, and then he stopped and talked to Jack. The second district holds the same. When it was discovered during deliberations that the bailiff had left the judge's copies of instructions with changes made during the change conference in the jury room, the defendant's objection was untimely because it was not made until after the jury had delivered an adverse verdict. In sum, defendant's erroneous argument is not preserved. Defendant has not presented legally sufficient prima facie evidence of misconduct by juror number 1, the correct legal standard for a juror interview. Okay, let's see. Let's go over here and see what they're saying. The motion supports the request to interview juror number 1 solely by inferring that he has violated the court's instructions based on the conduct of his wife and others. In effect, the motion asks the court to impute the actions and statements of juror number 1's wife and others to him, misconduct by proxy. Okay, and then it goes over here. A motion seeking to interview jurors that is based on mere conclusory statements based on speculation and surmise that if interrogated, the jurors might have something to say that would be material to whether or not the court should award a new trial is insufficient. Here, juror number 1's wife did not serve on the jury with her husband, and there's no reason to assume juror number 1 disobeyed the court's instructions not to discuss the case with anyone, merely because he has a wife. That's not why. Defendant acknowledges throughout the motion that if it has no evidence juror number 1 violated his oath, the foreperson engaged in presumptively prejudicial misconduct. Juror number 1's spouse social media posts highlight her heavy personal bias in favor of the plaintiffs, a bias apparently shared by her husband. It strains credulity to believe that juror number 1 and his wife are not discussing the case in violation of the court's instructions. Those are not objective acts committed by or in the presence of juror number 1 and required by Mallard. In the conclusion of the motion, defendant again acknowledges it has no evidence of actual misconduct by juror number 1. The circumstances here are very different from those cited in the defendant's motion. Okay, so they go through that. We don't need to go through that again. Defendant has cited no cases, and plaintiff is aware of none, where a juror interview has been based on inferred conduct of a juror or conduct of a third party imputed to a juror's misconduct by proxy.
No.
The correct legal standard for a new trial based on alleged juror misconduct. The motion also states that potentially harmful juror misconduct is presumptively prejudicial. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So it's just going through the, I'm not going to, let's see. Juror number 1 himself, juror number 1's wife, a member of the public gallery and social media comment commentator known as Jules. Although the defendant's motion is scattershot and the connections between each of these individuals' conduct and any so-called juror misconduct are never drawn by the defendant, plaintiff will address each in turn to demonstrate the absence of any basis to establish juror misconduct. Husband stating he is in trouble with his wife, in trouble again, or any variant of this commonplace expression used in everyday life as a humorous attempt to acknowledge any one of the many possible wrongs, such as being late, forgetting to pick up milk, forgetting to feed the dog. It is therefore impossible to attribute any one circumstance to such a remark. Theorizing the remark by juror number 1 referred to the defendant's motion to disqualify him is more pure conjecture and shows the Hail Mary nature of the defendant's motion. The most pointed allegation made against juror number 1 in the defendant's lengthy motion concerns alleged outside research performed by juror number 1, specifically the defendant counsel claims without basis that juror number 1 learned of the concept of creature comforts from Dr. Kirkpatrick's RSD Foundation website. But like each of the defendant's other unsupported claims, the defendant has no facts but only conjecture. First, it must be emphasized the defendant does not stop at one claimed instance of internet research, but broadly claims without basis that juror number 1 inappropriately conducted internet research on one or more issues in this case. Despite that bold claim, the defendant never tells the court or plaintiff what other issues those might be. There is only one issue arising from alleged internet research specified in the defendant's motion. The motion states the phrase creature comfort was not used by any witness at trial, but it is used on Dr. Kirkpatrick's RSD Foundation website related to the ketamine treatment. The statement is demonstrably and categorically false. In Ms. Rachel DeYoung's testimony on September 28th of 2023, she testified regarding so-called creature comforts. Mr. Anderson, and by the time she left you and give the jury just an estimate of when you were hoping she could get out of the wheelchair, Ms. DeYoung, before the hospital or after? Mr. Anderson, after. Ms. DeYoung, the goal was before school, so I think in August the school started. I'm not sure. Mr. Anderson, September that time? Ms. DeYoung, September. Mr. Anderson, but she was not able to do that. Ms. DeYoung, no, we were really close, and then the pain was too unbearable, and I said, maybe by Christmas, and she's like, no, I don't like that answer. So she went home and she said, that's it. And she put on her backpack and she got on her crutches and she made herself walk in the hall. And I believe maybe she didn't want to put herself in such a vulnerable, such a high pain position, maybe in public, in the clinic or agility. Maybe she didn't know how it was going to make her body, her emotions respond, and that's why she didn't want to do it in therapy. She wasn't sure, but at home she was her creature comforts, her dad or brother, maybe her favorite show, and she could call a friend if it's not, she's having a really bad day when it's after her experience to try to walk, but she did very well. Jury number 1's use of the phrase creature comfort came 11 days later on October 9th, 2023, which was trial day 11. Jury number 1 asked, Maya, during your stay at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, you were at some time not able to view TV. Only a ticking wall clock was available to you. While you were at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, did staff inquire if they could assist you in any way, such as adjust the TV channel, the volume, bring an item closer, further adjust your bed, not counting the 48-hour EKG? When it comes to creature comforts, were you made to feel comfortable, or were you just made to just feel you were in a hostile place? Defendant's counsel did not object to this question or raise the allegation of outside internet research in its pre-verdict motion to disqualify juror number 1. Although the defendant has nearly a month to do so, defendant's attempt to disparage juror number 1's integrity is not only untimely, it overlooks the testimony of Ms. DeYoung in favor of an unsupported theory that the juror number 1 combed Dr. Kirkpatrick's RSD Foundation website to uncover the concept of creature comfort. Finally, creature comforts is a common expression and was the name of a successful film, a television series, and an advertising campaign. Juror number 1's post-verdict comments. Juror number 1's post-verdict comments are immaterial to any consideration of alleged misconduct. The court expressly told the juror that they were free to talk or not talk, to reveal their thoughts on the trial and their experiences on the jury or not, based solely on each juror's discretion. The instruction to not talk about this case will be over. So you will be free to talk about this case or not talk about this case. It's going to be up to each of you whether you wish to preserve your privacy. The lawyers and their agents will not be able to approach you. You, of course, may approach the attorneys, but again, that's going to be up to each of you. At this point in time, I'm going to give you the official discharge instruction. When that occurs, I'm going to have the court deputies escort you out of the building and take you to your cars. So thank you very much for being with us. Members of the jury, on behalf of the parties, the attorneys, and the people of the state of California, I wish to thank you for your time and consideration of this case. I also wish to advise you of some very special privileges enjoyed by jurors. No juror can be required to talk about the discussions that occurred in the jury room, except by court order. For many centuries, our society has relied upon juries for consideration of difficult cases. We have recognized for hundreds of years that the jury's deliberations, discussions, and votes shall remain their private affair as long as they wish it to. Therefore, the law gives you the unique privilege not to speak about your jury work. The lawyers and their representation are not permitted to initiate any communication with you about the trial. However, you may speak to lawyers or anyone else about the trial. You can also have the right to refuse to speak with anyone. A request may come from those who are simply curious or from those who might seek to find fault with you. It may be up to you to decide whether to preserve your privacy as a juror. At this point, this is the last time I'm going to say this. You do not have to talk about this case. You may talk about this case or not talk about this case. You may watch or not watch any news accounts, and you may approach or not approach anyone. So at this point in time, I'm discharging you with the court's thanks and the people of the state of Florida for your time and attention. If you could follow the court's deputies, the Florida standard jury instruction. Okay, so then let's see what else we have. Deborah Salisbury, defendant's motion asserts that juror number 1 never disclosed on his juror questionnaire during voir dire that Deborah Salisbury, Esquire, was involved in juror number 1's wife's 2007 domestic relations proceeding. Defendant, however, admits in footnote 11 that defense counsel does not know whether Attorney Salisbury represented juror number 1's wife in that matter, and defendant does not claim the referenced domestic relations proceeding involved juror number 1. It did not. Nevertheless, defendant's claim that Ms. Salisbury was definitely involved in juror number 1's wife's domestic relations proceeding. Going further, the defendant alleges misconduct because juror number 1 never disclosed the fact. What fact? This fact. What fact? The jury questionnaire asked whether juror number 1 knew Deborah Salisbury, Esquire, not whether his wife knew her. The court should take the judicial notice of the fact that apparently escaped defense counsel spouses can and do have a different professional and social contacts and have separate lives before they marry. The paragraph in the motion addressing this Deborah Salisbury fact also does not establish that juror number 1's wife even knows Ms. Salisbury. defendant draws no conclusion between what appears to be on the Sarasota County Court docket and any relationship between Ms. Salisbury and juror number one's wife, which must first be established. Defendant did nothing to show that juror number one never heard of Ms. Salisbury. Importantly, Ms. Salisbury never testified in this case, even if defendant's counsel had been able to draw concrete connections between Ms. Salisbury and juror number one's wife, and then from there demonstrated that juror number one also knew Mrs. Salisbury based on Ms. Salisbury's alleged encounter with his wife some 16 years ago. The court and the parties would be left with a quandary. Which possible difference would any of this make in a case where Miss Salisbury did not testify and her name was changed, was excised from any women's communications to avoid interjecting? Chapter 39, Independency Court Issues into the Trial. Hi, Kim Young. How are you? So now they go to the documentary. Let's see. Let's try to skim through this because this is a lot, and I don't want to go through this whole thing. Let's see. Defendant makes an unsupported logical leap in alleging that despite juror number one denying in his juror questionnaire that he had seen the Take Care of Maya documentary on Netflix, and further denying that he had any conversations or overhearing any conversations concerning Take Care of Maya. And this seems unlikely. This is it. This seems unlikely. This is the extent of the defendant's proffer to dispute juror number one's answer to Take Care of Maya questions on the jury questionnaire. There are no facts offered to help a credible dispute over juror number one's answers to those questions. Excuse me. The rest of the direct attack on juror number one is conjecture based on the juror number one's wife's so-called heavy engagement, investment, and close monitoring of the case, the court docket, and her following social media on the movie producers for the documentary. These hyperbolic, inflammatory, and imprecise allegations against juror number one's wife are addressed further below. The defendant has not demonstrated that junior number one failed to disclose any facts on his juror questionnaire. Each and every time the following questions were asked by the court, countless times during the trial, juror number one and the rest of the jurors always answered in the affirmative. Okay, so when the judge gives the spiel, I want to confirm that you didn't talk to anybody, blah, 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 they said every one of the jurors answered yes, just like they do in in most every trial, you see, it's yes, the admonitions, right? Plaintiff observes that the defendant's position, the one spouse knowledge or action should be attributed to the other, meaning that the defendant's arguments are unpreserved as discussed alone. The extensive online involvement of the lead defense counsel's wife lead to the conclusion that the defense knew all this conduct before the jury retired. The failure to timely raise it was a waiver. Juror number one's wife's social media and internet involvement, juror number one's wife's comment regarding juror number one expected questions to Detective Graham. Can't read tonight. Okay, so let's see what they're showing here. More importantly, juror number's wife's sentiment that the jury was frustrated matched the overwhelming sentiment of the social media commenters and public followers of the trial. Thousands of comments were posted to this effect. So let's see. You'll be lucky if there's enough money awarded to buy your gas to get to court. OFFS. Jurors are angry. Gotta be kidding. I think the jury knew the verdict by now, but have to put the numbers together. LOL, they mad ASF. Over here we have, seems the jurors want to get this done, and they can't agree because they are missing info. Another one, dude, jury wants to go home. How are the instructions going to keep them another day? I think they'll be seriously annoyed. They clearly do have a verdict. Here, the jury is so annoyed. Another one, seems the jurors want to be done and they can't agree because they are missing info. The jurors want only the amount to put in the jury verdict form. They sound fed up. I think they were annoyed. They didn't have something they thought they would and were close to finishing if they had it. Juror number one's wife needed no inside information to interpret this note. The jury told the court that they were frustrated over the numerical values that they could not find. Juror number one's wife's comment regarding the jury not liking Catherine Beatty. Defendant also alleges that juror number one's wife had inside information from her husband based on her YouTube comment saying the jury did not like Kathy Beatty or any of the witnesses defendant presented at trial the day prior. Finally, juror number one's wife posted a comment, I think you are right, was in response to another post from an observer known as T-Bax. Okay, ma'am, being so combative makes it look like you care more about a narrative than about just giving honest testimony. Anderson should sit down. The jury will ask good questions for him. The lady is acting like her job is at stake. Makes me wonder what management has said to her. Defendant next argues that the juror number one's wife posts reflect that she was even monitoring the court's docket and reviewing court filings. This ignores that many of the YouTube channels and personalities mentioned on the previous page of the defendant's motion regularly notify their audiences of recent filings by the parties and even read and analyzed the motions live on YouTube with thousands of trial watchers tuning in. Wow. Juror number one's wife most likely obtained her knowledge of wow. Okay. At no point was the jury instructed that their spouses were prohibited. Okay, so they're talking now about the wife's presence in the courtroom, and they say at no point was the jury instructed that their spouses were prohibited from observing the trial, either online or in person. All members of the public were welcome to attend, whether they had relationships with jurors, witnesses, lawyers, or parties. In fact, Mr. Shapiro's wife and children attended the trial on many days. Family members of Dr. Jenny Dolan and Dr. Tepa Sanchez also attended the trial. A juror's wife attending one day of trial does not violate any law or rule of oath, and certainly does not indicate juror misconduct. Defendant focus on Jules, a member of the public who relayed her observations via social media and through various YouTube legal communities throughout the trial, has no bearing on juror number one's conduct on plaintiff's counsel's actions in the courtroom. The de facto agent. This is something. Okay. Internet social media activity. Oh gosh, I don't know how much I'm going to make it. I'm so tired and I have a procedure in the morning, but I'm going to do as best I can. After the court reiterated, if anybody wants to call in, you're welcome to call in and express your thoughts on the Maya case. You are more than welcome to, if you'd like to come in. And we can bring up any of the trial evidence or the motions. Let's see. So after the court reiterated it was giving the alternative verdict from questions to try to avoid the necessity of a retrial, defense counsel said, you don't know what the law is, so you're going to give the jury both options. Right now, Is that what you're going to do? I'm sorry, I object to that. That's from the November 9th transcript. Okay? I'm just saying, Mr. Hunter, it seems what you're saying and what I'm hearing do not match, Mr. Hunter says. And what I was also saying, Your Honor, was that you are only hearing seconds-long clips. You're not hearing the whole thing. You're not hearing the entire value, and it doesn't sound like you're prepared to listen to the whole matter. Whoa, time out. The court says, time out, because that's a very serious statement you just made. Do you really think I am not making balls and strikes calls? I've just eliminated a couple of items from their exhibits, and I'm listening to your statement, so I just want to make sure. Are you saying that I'm closed-minded in this case? Mr. Hunter says, Judge, I'm suggesting that on this particular issue, you have indicated a predilection regarding the Heart Institute issue that I don't think I'm able to get past, and that's my problem with it. Okay. Let me see here. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but you've listened. This is a town hall meeting that went on for some period of time. I don't know how long it was. They've got a whole clip of it. Okay, a whole clip of it I haven't seen, and frankly don't, to this moment, know the entire source of. But you're reacting and visibly reacting to clips from that thing that are seconds long. You're not hearing the whole story, and that's my problem with it, Judge. Okay, 39.5 to 40.8. Defense counsel Shapiro made the same false claims to the media and the public, stating in a media interview just outside the courthouse, November 1st, that the hospital, credentialed by outside agencies, they have found the hospital has always been operating under safe environments. Also, as described in the declarations attached hereto as Exhibits F and G, defense counsel Shapiro made repeated vulgar remarks while exiting the courtroom in a voice loud enough for everyone present to hear. Exit G, Connie Stump declaration. Specifically, Attorney Shapiro said, "Effing ridiculous and effing scumbag family." Attorney Shapiro continued uttering similar expletives and derogatory comments as he walked down the hall where were members of the public and the media gathered throughout the trial. Defense counsel's contempt for the jury is also demonstrated by a social media message from another member of the defense trial team and members of their law firm to Attorney Shapiro, which included a slur on the jury members as 6 people from the bus stop. Thank you for your continued help. Next time I'm thinking, owe you one. If your other colleagues have insights, please pass them along, specifically on the social media side. At this point, the medical arguments have already been made. And yes, a very important case. We'll never stop fighting for you guys. I'm ashamed at the outcome after so many years, but you never know what 6 people from the bus stop can do. Nothing would be more deleterious to the integrity of the judicial process than to subject people who have done their jury service to a deposition or an interview by lawyers capable of such behavior. There can be little doubt that a deposition or interview would be used to further vent defense counsel's frustration and anger on display on the last day of the trial. Finally, in regard to the request for emergency relief regarding text messages and other electronic communications of juror number 1 and his spouse, the sole justification offered is the unsubstantiated statement in the motion that the defendant has learned that individuals associated with juror number 1 and his wife have begun deleting social media posts. Such statements should be given no weight without further detail and an identification of the source. Defendant's supplement to motion for a new trial based on juror misconduct, motion for a juror interview, motion to open discovery into evidence and juror misconduct, and emergency motion to preserve evidence. The plaintiffs are aware that at 11:45 a.m. on November 27th, defendant filed a supplement to its motion, bringing in extraneous issues in an attempt to slander juror number 1 further. Plaintiffs do not believe the supplement merits a response, but if the court disagrees, plaintiffs request an extended deadline. The supplemental motion rests on speculation from a matter over 20 years old. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, take care of my appendix. Kisa Shapiro post. I suppose on some level that's true. We've definitely heard evidence that there was a psych component, I guess in light of the report discussed today by Dr. Lewis. It's hard to believe that there wasn't, though. I was referring to the mom's psych issues, not Maya's. This is take care of Maya. Here we go. Let's see. It says, second, there's a lot of government overreach in this country right now, slowly stripping parents of their rights. A friend of mine was investigated by CPS for not agreeing with the doctor's assessment for her child and electing to get a second opinion. She had to submit the original doctor's assessment and treatment plan in order for the investigation to be closed. I do think the jurors, especially jurors who are parents or are going to struggle a little bit to overcome the maternal-paternal instinct that doesn't want children to suffer in excruciating pain, so a doctor with a God complex can control the narrative. They are all going to have outcome the hypothetical. What if it were my child? And alternative treatment, ketamine, if that was the only drug that works currently and it does not work for everyone, please watch the movie Trial by Fire, CRPS by Charles Maddox on YouTube. It can give a very good that movie Run that was on there. Very good. Someone said that. Okay. Thank you. I will watch. Ketamine can also be lethal, though. Consider in the alternate high doses of ketamine that Maya was receiving. It makes sense to me that doctors were fearful that she could die if that course of treatment continued, and the fact that she has improved so dramatically since her hospitalization at Johns Hopkins, I don't know before she's had any ketamine since, but does she make me question that course of treatment for Maya, not for others with the disease, and calls into question her mom's mental health? It honestly seems like Johns Hopkins Medical Center potentially saved Maya's life. Okay, so these are, let me see how many of these they have. Exhibit A. How is everyone going to spend that money we're getting paid by the defense to post on here? Dr. Quackpatrick has a sale. Buy one ketamine infusion, get propofol and diluted for free. So what are they saying about this? Just that. I gotta buy some nice gold necklaces, purple attire, cheese whiz, hungry hippos. I'm jumping on the Jules bandwagon and having borrowed ketamine pie. I'm thinking a really nice pool for hot water therapy. I think it could be her. I checked those receipts from chat. I think it's her. She has a very distinct nose, almost positive now. They're showing pictures. This is damning. Can we go back and see if the cameras captured any conversations? And then this What are these juror questions? You said ketamine is addictive. I know how to acquire pot, uppers, downers, coke, crack. Where or how would you get this prescription? Wow. Okay, Dr. Sally Smith's traveling library. I, Gregory Anderson, declare under perjury, blah, blah, blah. I want to make this declaration. I was lead counsel in this case and made all command decisions as to strategy, tactics, scope of questioning, choice of jurors, questioning, and every other aspect. My partner, Nick Whitney, assisted on a number of the decisions, but the ultimate decision of all of these was mine. I have read the defendant's motion regarding juror number 1 and the attached affidavit and exhibits by Mr. Shapiro. At no time did I have, nor have I ever had, any conversations directly or indirectly with juror number 1, even up to the moment of this declaration. I have neither met with him nor have I received information about or to him, at least until filing of the... Okay. At no time did anything that he did or did not do have any effect on my overall trial strategy, with the exception of a decision as to whether or not to keep him, as opposed to bringing in the first alternate juror near the end of the trial. When the defense filed a motion to disqualify juror number 1, I confirmed that the first alternate was the gentleman seated third from the right with the gray goatee, who appeared to be older and generally smiled at everyone upon coming in and leaving the jury box. That included the bailiff, the court, and both sets of counsel. Throughout the trial, as is my typical practice, I closely monitored the questions submitted by the... oh my gosh, my glasses. Oh, I'm not doing too well tonight, am I? I need sustenance. I need food. Okay. The questions from my review, let's see, what is it? Questions from the first alternate tended to be favorable to our case. Moreover, his body language was, considering our witnesses versus those of the defense, appeared more positive, at least from my experience. Thus, I concluded the first alternative was more of a sure thing in terms of completing a jury that would ultimately decide in our favor. Oh my goodness. I am sorry. There's so much here. And they have something from Ethan Shapiro now. Hi. That is so nice of you to reach out to me with your words of encouragement. It is especially meaningful coming from another attorney. I do check in on the Reddit threads on occasion. It serves as a great shadow jury. Lots of the commenters pick up on ideas I miss in real time. Thank you for your contributions. I am super jealous you get to practice in NOLA, my favorite city to get to. As for the jury, there is one outright hostile juror. I honestly believe he is a plant and knows the Kowalskis. I am holding out hope for a hung jury. Keep in touch. Okay, so this was, what did they tell us about that? Anything? Good morning. I want to echo my partner, David Hughes. Thank you, people. You taking time to fight for justice exemplifies honors and courage. And your courage is fun. Juror number 1's wife has a close connection to the Kozlowski's case and a documentary and other alarming comments online. Ethan Shapiro on the 11th of November. Hey, I want to thank you and everyone else who is sleuthing this so carefully and meticulously and have gone through this Reddit thread on juror number 1 with almost 1,000 comments. Everyone on the defense's team is monitoring this closely. If anyone in the community has comments to make, you can feel free to keep posting there because we are going to read all of it and put it towards a motion. I agree that the idea the wife knew what a verdict was coming and what they were arguing about is shocking, and I hope the judge will feel the same way. The court. It's now 1:47. We still have to go over the punitive damage instructions and verdict form. What if I say that we're going to start the punitive damage case at 3 p.m. today? Give this jury a few minutes to stretch their legs. Yeah, we can do it, says Anderson. We can do it. We can do it. Shapiro says, can we have a few minutes? The court says, I said we needed to go right away. Mr. Shapiro says, we have a rebuttal witness that we need to call based on the fact that, the reports were let in terms of the IJ, and so that we're going to need at least 3 to 4 hours to create a case. The court says, well, I would start calling, so judge says, how long are we going to have on this? I don't want to have a rush to my locker. Okay. The court, usually it's an hour aside? It's not. Mr. Anderson, we're talking about 90 minutes for our smacks. It will probably be less than that. Less than an hour. Mr. Hunter, judge, it's going to take us at least 2 hours to put on our case, if not longer, the court. So we can start at like 2:15 then? Mr. Hunter, we'd like Monday to be able to come back here. We're going tonight, says the court. I told you we're going. I gave everyone fair warning. We're going. So the only question is, do we start at 2:15 or 3 o'clock? Mr. Hunter, I would say 3 o'clock, Judge, but I must respectfully protest. We're on Thursday before a holiday weekend. You're going to be keeping them going until 6, 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. I just don't think that this is appropriate. If we need to come back, coming back happens all the time in tobacco and other cases, and I don't want justice and fairness to be sacrificed on the altar of expedition here. The court, well, Mr. Anderson, we want to go. The court, it's not a question of surprise because I've been telling everybody to be ready to go. So why don't we say 2:30 then? I'm going to let the jury go, stretch their legs. We'll deal with the jury instructions and verdict form, and then everyone can make their call. We're going to take a 5-minute break, and then, Mr. Hunter, I'm sorry, Your Honor. Can I inquire who plaintiff intends to call? Mr. Anderson. We've got Mr. Hees, Deborah Salisbury, and perhaps by Zoom, Dr. Corcoran again, but probably not. He's actually got a medical procedure. Okay, that's great. Where was I? The court. Everyone just step back, please. End of the bench conferencing. The court. Okay. Members of the jury, your service is not yet complete based on the questions that you answered. We're going to move into phase 2 of this case. My goal is going to try to start phase 2 around 2:30 this afternoon. So I'm going to give you all a few minutes to stretch your legs. You cannot discuss this case further amongst yourselves. You cannot get any further instruction. You cannot do any research. Do not do any research. Okay. Do not review any media accounts on this case. Do not let anyone approach you about this case. Do we all understand that? And then all who answered yes. Okay. Wow. It's very messy. I don't know what it is. I cannot keep my eyes open. I know it's so bad because I haven't been on long, but I'm having a really hard time concentrating. Let me see what I'm going to pull something else out, because I just can't read this right now. I promise when I get back from my procedure and we will go through all of this. Just I'm having a really hard time just keeping my eyes open. Okay, let me see. Where's my glasses? I put them over here. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, here's some Kathy Beatty emails, I guess, to Jack Kowalski. November 14, 2016, from Kathy Beatty to Jack. Sure, I'm not in today, but I will let the 7th floor know you're coming. Ask for Nina. He had written to her, I'll see you today. I previously scheduled this date. I was wondering if it would be okay to come a little earlier. Maya really wanted to see the horse that visits the children. And then Catherine Beatty wrote, thank you for the schedule, Jack. We'll see you tomorrow. Jack says, I respectfully request the following days to visit my daughter, Maya. And this will be Kyle and myself. So they're having communication between the two. But I don't know. Does anybody want to call in? Who wants to call in? Anybody that... Probably because I haven't eaten. Yeah. Does anybody want to call in? I don't know. Something must be going on YouTube, because this is highly unusual. Either that or we're being shadow banned, which I think is a distinct possibility that the channel's being shadow banned, because this is not normal. So we'll have to look into that and try to rectify that. I think that's really what's happening here. Could we get some, let me see here, interaction here? You want to call in? Okay. I will have to start a new one. Hold on. 1 second. Let me get my thingies. Oh. All right. Let me start. Kick them all out, because they're not even paying attention anyway, right? Uh-oh, what's wrong? What happened? All right, let me get the new number. I got them. They're out. You have to pay attention. You got to call in and engage. All right. Sorry. All right, I put the number in. And anybody else that wants to call in, all you have to do is email me and I'll give you the number if you want to call in. In fact, I just found myself getting so sleepy when I was reading. I was like absolutely falling asleep. Where's our Maya people? Where's our Maya people? I don't know what's going on. I have to work. If you have any ways to rectify being shadow banned on YouTube, because there's something really I've noticed, like in the last week or so, it doesn't even show up on my own channel, when I go to like my other computer, I don't even see my own video as live. It's crazy. I have to see what's going on because this is not normal. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
I'll turn my video on as soon as I'm done finishing my lunch.
Your lunch.
Yes. But this is so infuriating. When will we know if they get a new trial?
Let me see what's in the thing so far. Let's see. So they have. What did they do here? Let me see. 12-4, order setting court date amended, requesting plaintiffs to respond. Didn't we say they have a court date? Evidence record? Didn't on the 12th or something? Because didn't I say he's getting sentenced? And let me see. Order requesting plaintiffs to respond. On or before 4 p.m. on December 11, 2023, plaintiffs are requested to file a response to the defendant's renewed motion for directed verdict, motion for new trial, and motion for remediature. So that was filed December 1st, and then December 4th there was an order setting a court date amended. Let's see what that says. Okay, please note that this hearing is scheduled for North County, not South County, and this is Jack Kozlowski versus Johns Hopkins, and it's amended order setting hearing, courtroom 6C, December 15th at 8:30 a.m. Plaintiff's motion for entry of final judgment. Defendant's motion for new trial based on juror misconduct. This is what's on the agenda. Supplement to defendant's motion for new trial based on jury misconduct. Defendant JHACH renewed motion for directed verdict, motion for new trial, and motion for remediature. Matters associated with liens, matters associated pending sanctioned motions. Case management conference. Is hearing evidentiary? No. The agenda. During the December 15, 2023 hearing, the court anticipates it will call the following topics in the following order. The court does not anticipate ruling from the bench and will likely take matters under advisement for later disposition. And that's the topic of alleged juror misconduct, topic of a renewed motion for new trial, topic of motion for a new trial exclusive of juror issue, and a topic of motion for remediature, and topic of motion for entry of final judgment, sanctions motions, case management conference. And so December 15th.
I just don't have a good feeling about it.
What do you mean? That they're not going to get it?
Right. Oh, Kim Young, she says, I called the courthouse today. I spoke with the judge's assistant. She said people can go on the 12th Judicial Court website to get the webinar link the day before or the morning of. She didn't know if any of the media requested to air it live.
Oh. Okay.
Come on up, Kim Young. We'd love to hear from you. Hi, Nurse of All Trades.
Hi, Nurse of All Trades.
Hi, Sassy Darcy.
Hi, Sassy Darcy. Okay,
you don't have to have your camera on or anything, Kim Young.
No, I don't even have mine on tonight because I'm not doing.
She's going through a prep. She hasn't been able to eat all day. You know what you got to do for those colonoscopies, guys.
This was a all children's review of Kathy Beatty. This is from, let's see when this was done. This one was 10/4 of 2015, and it says Kathy is an experienced social worker whose current assignment is the PICU. She is comfortable dealing with the serious traumas and mental health patients that are often admitted to PICU. Kathy easily establishes excellent working relationships with healthcare colleagues as well as with the patients and their families. Kathy was nominated for Employee of the Month by one of her colleagues in PICU. She is an advocate for the social work professionalism and profession and continues to seek out new knowledge. She has completed training in child parent psychotherapy, being sponsored by the Infant Maternal Mental Health Program. She has been unable to follow any patients due to the fact that the Infant Maternal Mental Health Center is not yet seeing patients on campus. She is participating in the group supervision for child parent psychotherapist, which is occurring at other centers. An area that she continues to work on is recognizing the scope of her practice in PICU. She has certainly improved in this over the past year, but she still occasionally will get into areas that are not her direct responsibility in this setting. Kathy has acted as a mentor to the staff around mental health assessment and crisis counseling. She is actively involved in the department and is an informal leader. Kathy is an asset to the department and will be a pleasure to work with in the coming year. 2015 goals is providing psychotherapy to 2 patients in the infant family mental health program. Goal is unattainable due to the program not yet accepting patients on this campus. Be a resource to social work colleagues for social work practices and mental health issues, and develop at least 2 professional developmental programs for the department and work with the director, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we went through, well, we did these. I don't know why they put these in again. We did those. All right, let me see. Evidence. Just trying to see if there's anything else new here. We went through that. The Daisy thing. We went through all that.
Hi, Linda. Kim Young said she will another time. Carolyn, she's not feeling good right now.
Oh, you're not either? Okay. Email conversation. Let's see what this is. Who's this from? Hunter Carroll. Punitive damages. Okay. Those are the jury. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Jury instructions. Okay. Huh. All right. Oh. But yeah, they said that, most people, I guess there's like, I wanted to check that group on Facebook or something to take care to see if it's just as bad as before. How come you're so quiet? Okay.
Just listening to you and reading the chat.
Okay, let's see here.
I just,
so what did somebody
to me,
do?
it's almost like the jury didn't listen at all to the defense. Just my opinion.
Oh, hold on a minute. Let me look at this dependency. Hang on 1 second. Let me find those. What? Is there a way to search for these? It's not, okay. What date is this that she's... Why didn't you show... how come they didn't put this? I don't understand why she didn't put the date down here. That's not good. Not good. Where did I put you? Okay, let's see what's going on. Agenda. We did the agenda for the 15th hearing. Let's see what's going on. Anything in the group? Okay. How did you get a copy? Sally Smith is the one that told them to call a second time. So, like, people in the groups are saying, looking at these documents, there's a conflict of interest in their opinion that Sally Smith is the one that told them to call a second time to report abuse and what to say, and then she's the only one the judge is even listening to. It makes me absolutely livid. This is, read the transcript, they literally lie. It was all based on lies. But a lot of them, when they talk, this is what I mean by it being very personal. They're all relating it to something in their life. Like, oh, my ex managed to do this, and that's why I think it's just, they're fixated and not looking at other things. It's just, yeah, I can see that.
And you see a lot of, oh, whoa, I have horrible pain and nobody believes me.
Right. Oh, yeah, yeah. And then there's somebody jumping on the thing, like the one lady's like, I'm a nurse also. I agree with what she says. It doesn't mean I don't support what happened, but like they can't say anything. It's got to be this way completely. And it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I know. So that's crazy. I don't waste my time with those people. Sorry, I just can't. If you can't give somebody the chance to say something, it's just crazy. Let me see what I was going to see what they're looking at. Let's see. Okay, here's this it. Let me see.
You can hear Dave's TV or...
No.
Okay.
Supplemental.
There's always a war going on in the family room. A war of some kind.
Sanctioned copies. Where did they see this? Define motion. Okay. Where's she going? Let me see what she might. Alright, cover, let's see. Taking deposition. Notice. What are they saying? I don't know where. They want us to see this so bad and all these terrible lies, but they won't give this the date of what they're looking for. Okay, here, and I think I found it finally. I just see it.
Kim Young says, I don't have a lot of faith in the judge for the 15th. I think it's just going to have to be up to the appellate court.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Very well. Could be Kim Young. Did the judge seem like he was more on the...
No, it seemed like he was on the plaintiff's side to me.
That's what I meant. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he seemed very biased. I'm sorry he did.
I hate to say that.
Yeah. Maybe not so much in the beginning, but
No, not in the beginning. He
as
wasn't.
he went on, he very biased, it seemed to me.
Yes, that's what I noticed. Even the tone he had with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I thought, wait a minute, does he know something we don't or what? Because he did seem different.
I just-
I'm sorry, Judge, I don't know your name, if that's not true, but that's just how it looked. If you happen to see this video. So it came off to some of us.
How come I just had this and now I don't? I freaking just saw what I was looking for and now it's gone.
Right, Julie, I did, yes, right, exactly. Julie says, I liked the judge, but it seemed the rulings often favored the plaintiff. Kim said she feels like, I guess she means he flipped at some point.
They did, well, yeah, they did.
Oh, she feels like I do, right, Kim, okay, gotcha.
What did I just see? This is crazy.
Kim says he was elected by Rick Scott. He knew going into this it was going to be a highly charged case.
Hunter
I can't
Carroll,
believe-
right? Hunter Carroll is his name, isn't it?
The judge
Yeah, Judge Carroll.
believes so, yeah.
Is it?
She said she can't believe they even allowed the case.
Loud what?
The case.
I know. Where did I just was looking for this thing that they were, oh my gosh. Maybe.
It seemed like towards the end, all Anderson had to do was stand there with that pouting look, with his head down and his eyes
But
looking
he was
up.
he was such a bumbler, especially in the beginning. He didn't have his stuff. He didn't even have his dates right. He was ridiculous.
I know. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm trying to find this.
Okay. No, it was just sounded like you got cut off. Seated, not elected. Politics, money, she says.
What can I find?
You can't tell if he's watching a Western or a war movie.
Expert witnessed. Oh my gosh.
I think it's a Western.
Okay.
Right now I'm going to say war. I
Okay.
have to get up and look, see if I'm right. I'm going with war.
Why can't I look? Return to search.
I'm just seeing if you're watching a Western or a war. It's not either one, is it? Oh. Well, I love that actor. You know I like him a lot. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Is it a good movie so far?
Okay, let's see. If I can find it now.
Why? No, you don't. Nope, I was wrong. Neither one.
All right, witnesses. Where the heck did we have the depositions?
Julie, you could be right.
What?
The number that is watching has been fixed at the same number. Something is up.
Yeah, I know. There's something really wrong. It's like there's something bizarre. Something's happening.
Yeah, something's.
This is not normal. This is not normal at all.
Must be what you call it, messing up somehow, where it's not getting everybody's
Yeah.
video out, notifications.
It's not. I liked it. I liked it. I likened it to the law tubers. They play to their audience. Got to get those super chats. The judge played to his constituents when they realized how many people or for the family. He even stood up in court one day and said he knew how divided people were, so he knew what was going on. I wonder if he was watching some of the law tube chats. Yeah, he could have been. He could have been watching any of the chats. We had one where they took long breaks during the Tim Jones trial, and we constantly talked about it, and the judge knew about that, and he said, oh, I know, they're all saying we take these long breaks. Yeah, but I don't watch the law tubers. I don't watch them. Really don't. And I know that they were
crime, of course, in court
Oh,
TV.
yeah, but that's not what this is. That's like a trial. This is like commentary. I don't really watch that at all.
You're welcome, Julie.
But
She was just thanking me for reading that.
yeah, there's something definitely wrong with the.
You'll get better. They'll get it worked out. It's just some kind of a glitch.
Yeah, but it's ridiculous. Okay, he even set up. Anyway, yeah, I don't know what this lady in this group was trying to say, but she was trying to say, let me see if she put this in here. People in here are like just in I mean, it's just so crazy about, let me see what, they're just, I blocked them along with other new members that just joined in the last few days. You know, they're going crazy. Like they can't take another opinion. They can't take anything. Telling.
Right, I know. That's what makes it interesting.
Oh, let's see. Somebody said, I'm finally at the part of the trial where the defense questions the doctor from Mexico. I wonder if they question all their personal doctors this way. See, like, they're just, oh my gosh, it's just everything they would get passed to. What the judge?
Oh, no, Kim, the only thing is we don't mention other channels in here, that's all. You didn't do anything wrong. You didn't know. We just don't mention other people's channels, any other creators, except for like law and crime, court TV, stuff like that. Yeah. We just don't bring up anybody else, just to keep it safe, copacetic, keep it running. If that makes sense.
I don't know. Why can't I get back to the live stream?
Yeah, you're fine, Kim.
Did I see him on his channel? He said he wants to get it monetized so he can get super chats. Oh, really? Did he say that? Well, he was being promoted. I talked about that because he was being promoted right after the verdict all over to get his channel. Absolutely. And yeah, why does he? Yeah, oh gosh, I did mention that, Kim, that they were doing that. Let me see if I can find that where they said, "Isn't this a like?" Let me see. That was in. I know it was in the not the Facebook group. It was. Let me see here. That's something else.
What are you giving me that look for?
Let's see.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, they were. Oh, that's what I. Yes, I talked about this. They said Dr. Corcoran is now a YouTuber. That was 25 days ago. And he says he wrote a Twitter, that formerly known as Twitter. My testimony in the Take Care of Maya trial helped lead to a $261 million verdict for the Kowalski family versus Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. Let's continue this conversation here or on YouTube, and puts his YouTube channel. Oh, wow.
Wow. Are you serious?
I am serious. And then starts tagging. I talked about this when this happened. Starts tagging a couple of the other channels, some that are not lawyers, the recovery thing. But yeah, tagging them. Let's do a collab. Okay. I said that right when he did this. It sounds like he's got his testimonial. He's got a testimonial. My testimony in the Take Care of Maya trial helped lead to a $261 million verdict. For that, I was paid very handsomely. What?
Which doctor is he? I can't remember. Which one?
Dr. Joe Corcoran. He's the one that looks like he's got a head of hair on him. You know, let me see what I can bring you. Tell you. Okay, let's see. He found out about the story through a friend, and after reading media reports, he offered his services to help with the case. Isn't that special? Yeah. Let's see. He only got involved in the case this year. He didn't know Anderson or Whitney prior. He found out about the story through a friend, and after reading media reports, he offered his services to help with the case. He initially took on an advisory role and then helped the legal team pivot from the risk management committee to the risk management department, who handled daily issues. He's praised Anderson for being a great tactician and strategist and highlighted his role in the local community. Okay, yada, yada, yada.
Okay, I know who you're talking about. The one that's like an administrator over different home or, hospitals, clinics, whatever, right? Black hair, black gray.
Yeah, well, I think it's.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, Kim Young, they were ruthless in that trial, weren't they? The comment people in the
Oh, you
chats?
couldn't say anything, and
No. Mm-mm.
But the media is mostly all biased too, the same way.
Mm-hmm. It's appearing to be so.
It's kind of, yeah.
Makes me wonder why. I mean,
I wonder.
I still haven't watched the documentary. I really don't have any desire to.
Okay, where was I? Last stream. Oh, there we go. Why does he need more money? Slimy guy, exactly when I knew he started doing this the other night. Some crap was going Exactly. I knew when you started doing this the other night, some crap was going to start up. It's like their opinion is the only one that matters. Wait, did some crap start up, Kim? Because of this, you think? Huh. He's the one who brought in. He's the one who brought in about the IJ. But he testified during the trial before they did that. Huh. Crazy. I don't know. It's pretty bad. Pretty bad. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Judy's 11 issues. Okay. From Beata to Anthony Kirkpatrick, could you please write a script for CBC DP CMP with last Friday date 10:30 on it and fax it to the Venice lab. Attention, Bonnie. I drew these labs on Maya on Friday because she was very sick and I didn't want to take her to the ER again for hydration. I wanted to make sure her labs were okay. If they weren't, I would have, of course, taken her to the ER. Her PCP doesn't want to sign the form. I know I should have called you first, and I'm sorry for not doing so. I apologize. I hope you can help me out, Dr. K. Thanks, Beata. Wow. Extreme treatments happened. Okay. Let me see something. Beata's emails. Yeah, we went through Beata's emails. They're crazy. I guess they didn't. The emails are outrageous. They are.
Pardon me?
Beata's emails are just outrageous. Her emails and her blog entries and let me see where.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
There's another one with a wheelchair. I was the last one to get off the plane. She is. Where did we put her? Interrogatories. See here, there's the defense right here. Summons circuit filed.
Right, Kim Young. Yep, CMO of Brandon Regional Hospital. You heading now, Kim?
You're leaving. She's leaving. Okay.
Get some rest.
Yeah, I'm going to get some rest too. I'm going to do the word game and then because I have to go for a procedure tomorrow and hopefully maybe they'll fix our shadow ban. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have to go on another platform. Yeah.
So she drew labs without a doctor's order, brought it to the lab, then asked the doctor to backdate the order.
Yeah, that's
So
what it says in her email to Dr. Kirkpatrick. Yep.
You know what really irritated me when they first started out was how they made her such a hero for checking herself out of the hospital and running down the road to get platelets or whatever for her baby when he was born.
But I don't
Oh, no,
even know
it
how they would
irritated
even
me the way-
let you do that. I don't even think they would let you do that, because you're like, you can't give a transfusion if your child has jaundice. They said no, you can't give it. You're too weak. Like, you can't do that. They wouldn't let you do that. So that's so weird that they would let her do that.
And they say she brought it back to the hospital.
Did she go do it herself or something? I mean, something seems so.
It said she checked herself out and went down wherever and got it done. And
Why would she have had to check herself out too? Why couldn't they
I
have
don't
done
know,
whatever?
but that's what they said
Yeah,
when she had the baby, the boy.
Yeah. I don't know.
Worked for him, Kim?
You worked for him? He's a great guy.
Worked for Dr. Wozniak.
Oh, really? Okay.
Wow, cool. Julie
look,
says, how
Jury.
can someone shadow ban?
YouTube does it. It can happen.
You see how it looks? Maybe you might have it. Well, yeah, no, that's great. You just like a cheese pan.
Exactly. I don't know who's on panel with you because I can't see, but you're right. They tried to make her a hero. Thank you, Kim. That's what I kept saying. My name's Debbie, but you'll see me in the chat as Two Scooter Chips. Long the story. Wish I didn't have that name. I had to come up with a name once to play on Pogo or something like that back in the early 2000s.
Jury, yeah, I know. Isn't that funny that Jury isn't here? Isn't that funny?
Run your.
I'm doing the word game, so she's saying
Oh,
that.
duh. Yeah, I see on there you're doing it. Okay. Like what? What are you telling me?
Run, Joey, run. Look at that. Run, Joey, run.
Oh my gosh.
Run, Joey, run. Run, Joey, run.
Oh.
Yeah. Why couldn't they join that in the hospital? Why did she have to check herself out? The case is cuckoo. Exactly. You have a black screen. No, you don't.
Just redo it. You shouldn't have, Julie.
No, it should be showing you this.
Yeah, the word game.
How do you have a black screen? I did work for him for several months when he started his practice. Really?
Very cool. I'm not sure which doctor he is, but I'm sure he's a good one. Well, I hope he was on the defense, I hope. If not, that's okay too. You can have a different opinion than the doctor you worked for.
No.
Kim, I think, this is just my guess, Carolyn probably knows what it is. This is my guess.
Why do they do that? Shadow banning? It can happen. Your videos don't get pushed out. This is a reason. Take Care of Maya, Johns Hopkins, and it's not getting pushed out. It's not getting the people in here. Hi, Emmy. It's usually, it can be because other channels are doing something, and there's a lot that can go on. There's harassment stuff with what they do to your name, and there's a lot of different things that go on.
But,
It's very
Julie,
complex.
I watch a lot of different, they're not political, but they're about
This
the
is
two
uncalled.
wars.
This is ridiculous right now. Ridiculous.
Julie, a lot of my channels that I go with, that I follow, will say, please, help me push this out because YouTube won't promote it because I have such and such in the name.
No, it's
They're
not
against
about.
it.
It's not about the name. That's not.
No,
what
I'm talking about the wars, the two different countries. That's what I'm talking about,
Okay.
you know? So what are you saying? Like something different too, you think, or?
Yeah, this wouldn't be
Julie
that.
can see now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they don't want to see, they hate that you're going against the Take Care of Maya trial, right?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
How would they, I'm not going against it. I mean, it
Oh, I
doesn't
mean,
say
your
anything
opinion, you know,
about
it's
that. No, it
different.
doesn't say anything about that. I'm being very objective and I'm giving my
Right. Yeah,
views.
you're
I'm
right.
not
I
doing
see
anything
that.
like that.
Yeah, I see that based on the title. That's true. Yeah, that's correct.
I
So,
take all
yeah, I don't
viewpoints
know.
here, and I've said that since we've come in here. Anybody can have any viewpoint they want.
Correct.
We don't jump on people like they pounce on us in those other places.
It's not like when you're in the actual court when they were having yeah, it's not like
Anywhere
that.
I went, even the news channels, if you were watching the trial and you had a different opinion, even if it was nicely stated, you were jumped on.
Hmm.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
that's certain what.
People were taking it too personal.
Yeah. But there's something, because it's not even getting pushed out to our regular people that are normally here. Something's really been, something's wrong with this tonight.
Carolyn, I haven't been getting your notifications until probably you've been on for over a half hour to an hour, if
Yeah.
that. Sometimes you'll already be off and I'll get your notification popping on. Huh?
I said, oh yeah, I know, I don't, it's not good. We're going to have to move to another platform.
Let's see.
Okay.
See if I'm just not getting your notification.
Let's see.
Somebody said hi to you. M.E. Carolyn.
Yeah, I said hi, Emmy.
Okay. Hi, Emmy. Mimi. Mimi.
I don't even know where are all our word game players? I can't even find
True.
them.
True.
Where the heck are they? Where's Elizabeth G? Where's Margot? Where's everybody there? I mean, where's Kevin? Where's what about Blackbird? Oh my gosh, we're just
Evan was gonna sleep.
murder of crows.
Evan was gonna
Register.
rest.
Yes, I know that. You search for the Maya trial and my video doesn't show up. Tell me how that happens when I'm the one that's live about it and it doesn't show up. I'm being shadow banned on YouTube.
Hello, Snow.
And it's not just with the Maya trial, it's with anything. I will not show up in the searches anymore. I'm being shadow banned.
Okay, Kim said he was the first one to testify for the plaintiffs. I think that mother had him snowed because he really is a great doctor. But now, hearing that he wouldn't sign the form, maybe he did have suspicions. Correct. Yeah, probably, Kim.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm going to try it myself. Try it yourself, Scooter. Search
Hey,
Maya trial live and see if it comes up. Well, don't put live at first because if it,
just what?
to take care of Maya.
Okay.
What else do I have there? Verdict.
Her new
Juror misconduct.
Juror misconduct.
See if it comes up. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Take care of Maya.
Nope.
Juror misconduct. Let's see if it pops up.
Nope. Nope. Not one of my videos. Not one of my videos is coming up. Not one.
I'm scrolling through right now. Let's put the title.
Not one. Except, and it finally comes up at, and it's not even the one that's live. It's the one from 1 day ago, and the one from 22 hours ago comes after I'm scrolling I don't know how long. Now let me see if I put live in the title from there.
I'm
This is-
still scrolling and you
Yeah,
have-
it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I put live in it, and it still doesn't show up. Wow. Crazy.
Nope, Carolyn, that's not coming on.
I know. I'm gonna have to send in a letter to YouTube.
I've
That's
gotten to
right.
one of your recorded ones.
It's ridiculous. That's what's happening. And when I clicked live, it says no results found. That no one is live right now with Take Care of Maya Jury Misconduct.
Wow.
It says no results found. I'm going to put last hour. Let's see what happens there. And now it won't even search. Trying to hit today. It doesn't want to search. Nothing comes up. It's completely shadow banned. That's crazy. Are you still there?
Yeah,
Okay, because I can't get back to the chat, and everything was so quiet.
okay, I'll keep looking. No, hold on.
No, I don't mean looking. I just no, I couldn't get back to the chat.
Okay, let's see.
I like this game. Thanks, Kim, but I don't know where all the game. Okay, Rye, Rye. That's I'm gonna have to figure out. I don't know why we're being shadow banned. It's crazy to see how to get out of it, or really seriously go somewhere else. It is relaxing.
Well, yeah, if they don't get it back on track, you probably should. There's more than one streaming service on this internet here. Hi, Rory.
Oh, Rory's a very hateful person.
Oh,
Yeah, really badly. Rory, why even come here when you only say horrible things? I don't know. That's what they're. Yikes! What's yikes? You're yikes. See you later, Rory. Bye-bye. No time for you. I've got a medical procedure tomorrow. I'm not dealing with the likes of you. Wow. What a hateful
Give
person.
it time to sort it out. Very true, Julie. Very true.
Yeah, no, it's been for weeks, Julie. It's been for weeks. I've done multiple searches on my videos, and they're not getting pushed out.
When I saw her write yikes, I thought it was a word for your puzzle.
No.
But then I look
No.
and I see
She left
Yeah.
very, very, very hateful comments. Very hateful of
Okay.
hate. Take your hate and take it out of here, because we don't have time for that. Go into your baby channels.
Kim.
In fact, I'll just
Yeah.
block you so you don't ever have to worry about stumbling in our chat anymore. Now you're blocked. I won't put up with crap.
You know you accidentally deleted Nightbot.
I accidentally do that?
I'm just the message though.
Oh, but I'm hiding her.
Remember when I blocked Nightbot on purpose and Then I tried to get Nightbot back. It took me forever because I wasn't going to the right spot. Yeah, Kim, there are places and,
Is there any way that
On
you could
YouTube.
talk to YouTube? I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to. There, I have a thing that I can do something with, but because it's definitely, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's never been this bad like tonight. I didn't see your name pop up as usual. No, it's been. I've done ones in the afternoon with breaking news, the same case, everything, Julie, and the name doesn't get pushed out at all. It's quite just very, very upsetting.
Yeah.
It's not right, and I work hard, try to do a lot of things, and you see like another channel not doing anything, and their name's being pushed out, and it's being put everybody else, and we're not even getting in the rankings at all. And can we get the last word here so we can go right now? Because this is just absolutely crazy. Joan, what is this? Where's Sharon and everybody? Where's Bucky Ann? Where is everybody? Scooter?
They should be there in Zoom.
There's no more Zoom.
I don't know then.
I don't know. I am in all chat and not seeing. I know. I don't know. Where? Let me see.
Well, Bucky was working hard. She might be laying. She was here earlier.
I know, but I mean, they were just right here. I mean,
Kevin was here earlier.
Where's Sharon? Like, nobody's even here on the word game or anything. Something's really bad.
Sharon might be, I don't know.
Elle fell asleep. Where the heck is everybody? There's Linda.
know Elle
Linda,
went
where
to
is
bed.
everybody?
I know Elle's in bed.
Yeah, Elle's in bed. I know that. But Sharon was up.
Mm-hmm.
Carolyn, I just searched Jeremy's other things, and I searched Mommy Rambling. Yes, but you shouldn't have to search with my name, Binky. Then how is anybody new going to find it? And why are you under Binky and not? It's Bink. This is like such a weird night. What's going on? Where is everybody? Where's Kevin? Where's Kevin? Where's Sharon? Where's who else was in there?
I already told you. Kevin said he was going to listen and lay down.
Okay. Whatever.
Told you Bucky was tired from doing that all day. She said she was, but she was here.
No, I know that. I just weird that
Margot
nobody
was here.
Where's Margot? I don't see Margot.
She was here. I'm saying she was here. Linda's here.
Murder of Crows. Where's Adventures with Beth? Where's
Oh yeah, where is she?
you just got home? I don't know. It's a very strange night. Nobody cares. Maybe what if something happens to me tomorrow? There's Christine. I never got a notification when you were live. I just went to see if you were coming on. Oh yeah, Christine. I've got a procedure tomorrow. If you could all keep me in your thoughts and prayers, that would be nice. Deborah, I see you here. Yep, that's nice.
Deborah's here.
I said that's why I didn't ask for you. I see you here. But I just don't know where everybody is. It's a really weird night. Last night when I was going for my procedure 3 years ago, everybody was in the chat. Everybody was caring and giving me good advice and telling me stuff, and now nobody cares. All right.
Abby says, I care, Carolyn.
Okay. I'm very cranky, Evie. I have not been able to eat today. I have been. It makes me wonder, right? I know, Kim. Could it be because, we're not falling in line? I don't know. Or we can voice a different opinion. Who knows? Hi, Janine. You have a migraine?
Oh, okay.
Everybody cares, Binky? Well,
Hi, Janine.
and now we can't even get this last word. Margot's always usually on this, and now she's not. Sharon is. Sharon, where's Sharon? Where'd they all go?
Abby, and you're not even saying hi to me. Fine, that's fine. Glad you care about somebody.
I have June. It doesn't. I need one 5-letter word, and I need it so we can
Yes,
go. Oh, how about your? That's just an extra word. Come on. You don't know it?
I'll see if I can have colonoscopy on Thursday.
You want a colonoscopy?
Here, I finally get it. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Wait, you
There's
need.
Kevin.
Oh my gosh, Kevin, where have you guys been?
Hi, Janine. My name's Debbie, 2-Scooter Chick. Hey, Debbie.
That's my free rewards. Okay. Free. Okay.
See, Kevin, I told her.
Sleep, my gosh, it was ridiculous. Sharon, Margot, who else? I don't know. So I've got to go for the procedure tomorrow. And Evelyn, I go in the afternoon, Evelyn.
Hugs, Christine.
I just don't feel the coddling I had last time.
I don't either.
I know.
For me.
You're not going.
I might have. You never know what could happen tomorrow.
Why? What are you going? You're going to the doctor tomorrow?
No.
Oh my
I'm just
gosh.
teasing. I'm just teasing.
Wait, who's coming? Here's some people entering the waiting room now.
No, here they
There's
come.
Sharon now. They're coming. Yes.
Yeah. See how they are.
You care. Thank you, Kim. I'm glad you're brand new and you really care for me. You really like me, Kim. You really like me. No, I'm just fooling around with you, Kim. I'm just being a baby. I don't like to go under anesthesia. I've only been once in my life, and that was 3 years ago, and I don't like it. I get very scared. I don't want to have a panic attack tomorrow. Like that. I can't do this. I'm out of here. Because I can't. I can't be out of there after I did the whole prep and everything. You know, I can't.
Well, it'll be over before you know it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Linda.
I love when people say that. It'll be over
Well,
before.
it's
It'll be
true.
over before you know it. But I'll know it all.
To myself. Exactly.
You'll
Just
be
tell
like,
them you want something for calm your nerves.
I'm just afraid they're going to be like, because last time I was really nervous. Last time was around COVID. I had to go in by myself. The kids were not even in school because they didn't have school then. It was the whole big thing of the COVID. And I had to walk in. I felt so scared by myself, but then I knew the nurse was somebody that... And I knew them, and I knew them all. And my neighbor was my nurse after it, and they were really, like, very catering to me. And I just feel like tomorrow, I don't know, sometimes you ever go to something and you have a really good experience, or this always happens to me. Like, somebody that goes for these all the time will be like, okay, here's what happens. You're going to go there, and they're going to give you this, and everything they tell you, they don't do. Like, these people act like they're like catering church, and like, well, wait, didn't my friend? No, hurry up, we got to get you in here. Like, everything they say, oh, don't worry, they're so nice, and they're going to give you this and that. And have you ever had that, Scooter, where somebody's telling you this whole procedure? Oh, my doctor does this, that, and then you get there, and your doctor doesn't do anything like that. your procedure isn't
Yeah.
anything
One
like that.
experience, Carolyn.
What?
The
You only
word,
had one experience.
I know, but what I'm trying to say is so many times in other experiences, like it doesn't matter what it is, people would say, your chat line expands now. What does that mean, Kevin? Oh, your chat line. They'll say, oh, I'm really scared. I have to go for, I don't know, whatever, to get, I don't know, what, to get something like a skin thing. Oh, it's so easy. They're going to do this, that, and the other thing. They're going to put you up. What they got me this gown. They put me in this nice thing. Then they brought me a drink. They asked me, and they tell you like all this stuff. And when you get there, it's not like that at all. I've always had that. Like somebody would tell me, you know, oh my gosh, that.
Yeah, but
Oh, Kevin, stop it! My bobs. Yeah, they're my bobs, Kim.
never heard him called that.
Oh my gosh.
your bobs.
Wow.
Does Kim Young
My
know, since she's new, does she know that I'm a little person and that's why I'm down low like this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
My bobs, Kim. Yes.
That's funny,
Caroline,
Kevin.
there-
I love it.
If you walk in there and the first thing you say is, I am really, really nervous, can you give me something for my nerves? They're either going to A, give you something for your nerves, or B, wonder if you're drug seeking. That's about B.
Oh no, I don't want drugs like that. I would never take drugs like that.
Well then, you'll be fine. They'll come in, they'll say, hey, we're ready to go, come on. They're not going to let you lay there for
No, but I'm
2 hours.
saying, like, I don't know how to explain this to you. So many times, even from when I was a kid, like, let's say you went for something, like, and it wasn't anything even with anesthesia because I didn't have anesthesia. So, but let's just say it's a root canal, whatever it is. They'll tell you, like, oh, well, my dentist always does this, that, and the other thing. And then you can ask them this, that, and the other thing. And then when you get there, your dentist or your doctor doesn't handle you at all like that. It's like you're like on an assembly line, you're right in there, like, and the person that was telling you about it said all these things that didn't happen. But that's how it's been my whole life.
You could consider that this guy might handle you better than others do.
Right,
Yeah.
but it usually doesn't happen.
No.
Not in my experience. That's what I'm just
It
saying.
was a good experience, as far as good experiences can go.
My last time was a good experience. It was a very good experience. I was taking, and it was like really scary, but it was a really scary time. They didn't have anybody else. There was, no extraneous people because COVID, nobody was allowed in. So they
Right.
probably didn't have to deal with a lot of the stuff they normally have to deal with everybody having family members around. So, yeah. So it'll be different because Jimmy will be able to come.
For what it's worth, they still kind of hung on to the COVID protocols to an extent. They might let Jimmy in, but they're not going to let the whole family
Oh,
in.
no. The kids are going to be in school anyway, but Jimmy's going to be allowed in.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not coming in the Zoom with you? Oh,
Yeah,
I thought we were all coming in.
I know.
That could be interesting.
Katie Couric had one live on. I never watched it. I can't imagine having one live on air.
I can't either.
It's one
What's
of
her
those
name did it?
FCC girls
Katie-
out on live.
Katie Couric did it on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But did you watch it?
No.
I
No,
did.
Well, it was probably on
I only heard about it.
in the morning. Yeah.
Heard about it, yeah.
I don't remember
Anyway.
it, but I knew NBC had a lady doing it. We wonder
Yeah.
what's happening with old Katie Kirk.
Who knows?
How old is she now?
I don't know.
That's
I
scary
don't
now.
know.
She's probably like 70.
She probably-
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
No, she can't be 70. She's probably 65.
No.
Yes. She had little kids, yeah.
Betcha, betcha.
She's 66.
So,
She'll be 67
Calm
next
down.
month.
I don't picture Katie Couric being your age, Scooter.
Well, stop it. I'm not 70 yet. When I am, I'll be proud.
me too.
It's coming up.
Something is weird. Something is weird with YouTube tonight, Jimmy. Kevin.
Jimmy.
It's very weird. Very weird. Tina Louise. Who's Tina Louise? From Saturday Night Live?
Kim Young, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, Debbie.
Yeah,
I
Kevin
was
said
going to say, but I
his
thought maybe you
lines
were an
were
extra. Yeah.
I don't think Saturday
Correct,
Night
Emmy.
Live does
You
get
won.
on-
Who's Tina Louise?
From Gilligan's Island.
Oh, Tina Louise. And something about rocking around the Christmas tree being number 1 today or something. I don't know.
Oh.
Kevin Leonard, are you kidding me?
See, Julie was having problems too, Kevin.
Yeah.
Where does she say that? I don't even see that. See, I'm really having problems. I don't even see Julie saying that.
Well, she was saying
No,
that a little bit ago, just a few minutes ago.
Yeah. I told her sometimes if you uninstall the YouTube app and then just reinstall it, it kind of does something to update the version or something. I mean, it works for me sometimes and fixes things.
Binky, why don't you call in? Why do you have to always avoid us? And then, what if, Binky? You know, then you would always feel guilty.
Carolyn.
My bob's done. Yes, I'm getting my bob's done, Kevin. And Julie.
Sure better that this is over.
Her bobs.
My bob's.
Abby's calling now.
Crazy.
Emojis and super chats are all in one line and it expands.
Oh.
I always have that, Kevin. Don't you guys?
No, not me.
I have that
Oh.
all in one line always. How else?
It's 2 lines,
Not for me.
depending on how long the message is. Oh, bobbles.
I don't know what I've got to do for tomorrow. I've got to, and I hate like that they put your clothes in that bag. Well, at least Jimmy will be there. He could hold my clothes.
Bring your own bag.
No, I don't mind the bag. The bag's, but I don't like that it's like under the gurney and they have to drag it into the room with you. I just want Jimmy to hold my stuff.
Oh,
Aw, Kim, thank you. She said she subscribed
To what? To Bucky
to your
Ann.
channel.
To Bucky Ann, though.
Huh?
I think she's talking about Bucky Ann. Look, she's right under Bucky Ann.
Oh, well, okay.
But I'm sure she's subscribed here, right?
Yeah, I'm sure she is, I'm sure now.
How long are you going to be under? I don't know.
It's only 20 to 30 minutes.
20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I just like, oh, nobody let Binky in. That's so rude of you guys.
I'm not
I
anything
didn't
to
get a
let anybody
message.
in. Nobody needs anything to let anybody in.
Oh, I'm sorry, Binky, that Scooter and Sharon and Deborah and Linda didn't let you in.
Well, hello.
Hi. Yeah.
Hi, Abby.
Hi, Debbie.
I am.
Hear her come
What's
in
the
because
other one?
nobody-
I don't know. They're just a bunch of people that frequent this channel.
What?
It's not
That sounds so weird. To frequent this channel.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
not-
we just frequent this channel.
What are you doing, Evie?
I'm just listening to you and trying to figure out what the heck's going on. And
Right.
you're going to be fine tomorrow. You have to be because I got to go the next week or two.
Oh, really? I told
Yeah.
the kids, I'm like, pray for me. I'm going under tomorrow.
They do this every
And
day.
and Luke goes to this. You'll be fine. You were fine the last time.
Yep, you'll be fine.
But I'm going to a different place. I'm not going to the hospital. I'm going to that surgery center.
Change is good.
Yeah. I don't
I'm
think they're
going to
going
a different place too. I don't know about that, but mine's changed too.
the
But
prep. The,
I woke up during mine last time, so I'm
oh
glad.
gosh, Evie, don't! What do you mean? What happened?
I said, "Hey," and then they gave me more something to put me back to sleep, I guess.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But did you feel pain?
I felt something,
Oh
but
boy.
they
Now
asked me if
Evie's
I
got to scare
could
me.
use the restroom before I went in there, and like the waiting room is right there, right next to the bathroom. And of course, I said, "No, I don't need to use the restroom." But they took me in there, and I do remember them transferring me from the one sheet to the other sheet, if you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh, Evie, when? Before the procedure?
I think during the procedure.
Oh.
I don't
It
know.
was
I was
after, and
sleeping.
you just think, maybe you just think that, Evie.
Yeah, probably, but I don't know. I never heard anybody else wake up during that
Oh,
time.
thanks to having my bobs done. Thanks, Deborah.
You'll be
Thank you,
fine.
Deborah.
Fine.
My brother said, just take some Pepto-Bismol and get your S together.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to take anything anymore. When I get out of there, I'm thinking about what I want to eat.
That's
Yeah,
another reason, like I said in chat, why you're tired. Your body hasn't been given any energy today. For fuel, any fuel.
I would like to do bobs. Oops, I mean, get your bobs done. Yeah. Carolyn, it's quick. You don't have to go under, just enough to not feel. That's what I did.
I don't even know how long you're really in there. I had no idea when I woke up how long it had been.
Well, I'm just hoping that I don't have
Well,
any
the procedure
complications and
itself
everything
lasts
is
20 to
clear.
30 minutes.
Yeah. I just remember, I don't even remember putting my clothes back on. They were on when I got up. My husband was in the room, so I'm assuming he helped me get dressed.
Oh, then you're really out of it. Come on, Evie, if you don't remember putting your clothes on.
I
I remember
don't.
that. I remember I woke up, my neighbor was there. I just saw her writing, and I was like, "What, Kathy?" And then I was like, "What is going on? Is over?" Yeah. And then I remember the doctor came in, and I hate that he comes in like right. Then somebody else told me they hated that too. That the doctor comes in right when you're still like a little groggy, and then he tells you something. And I thought it was a dream, and I said, "Did the doctor come in and say that this blah blah blah?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Wow, okay." That I didn't remember that really well.
I don't remember talking to anybody, but I do have my pictures.
Someone recently told me they were upset that their doctor comes in when you're like groggy-ish. I didn't get any pictures. And then I just had to stay there. I think she gave me crackers or Lorna Doones or something.
I know whatever they do to put you out, they can talk to you, and you can not that you answer, but if they tell you, "Oh, scoot over here," you'll scoot over there. You're not completely out. Even though you think you are, you're really not out. You can still listen to what they say if they're talking to you. That's what I was told.
And then I was thinking last night, like with this Maya stuff, with like this kid, and when you're reading Beata's emails, when she's like, all these drugs she had, right? Like here I am worried, and she's like, "Oh, propofol, yes, and push that ketamine, and give me just the bolus of that, and a bolus of Versed, and a bolus." And then I had this and that. I'm like, she was like looking so forward to it. Well, in Beata's words, but then people said, in the videos she was doing it too. Like, right? Did you see any videos of her asking for drugs?
Yeah,
Scooter?
she was
Yeah.
there cussing and everything. I want my sedation.
Want my sedation? Yeah, she wanted her sedation. Like I don't
Yeah.
even want it. I'm like, and this kid's
If your
going in
life
there.
is a living hell, if I remember the story correctly, she was being isolated, and they're poking her and doing all kinds of stuff to her. Then yeah, I'd want to go to sleep too. I'd want to go back to sleep. It's like a bad dream when she wakes up. She's still in the same place. Her mom still isn't there. Why
No,
would
she was saying this, her mother was right there with her. This is
Oh,
when her mom was still alive.
Well, maybe she.
No, I'm not talking about Beata's drug stuff. No. I'm talking about Beata writing for Maya. Remember those things we were reading where she was writing as Maya, Kevin? Look at Kevin says. I didn't say that about Beata. I said it about Maya. That kid was taking so many drugs. You have to look at that movie Run. Maybe I will tonight.
Hey, isn't Rosemary's movie out too?
I saw it today.
Rosemary's, yes, Rosemary was out with John, and I saw their picture on the page.
It's on. It started on the 3rd of December.
Yeah, but we're not able to watch it now. It's not on like any streaming service yet.
Oh, I thought it was on Netflix.
No, I don't think so. Not
She
yet.
said it was going to be with
they're going to have a
four
movie. I
stories,
didn't know that.
Wait, let me
and
check.
hers was going to be the last one.
I'll check what it is. Let me see. Let me go to it.
We should all watch that together if it is.
If it is, yeah.
It was good. It was really good. I watched it today.
You did?
Yeah.
No, she's talking about something different. She's talking about Joan's Joy.
No, I watched Ron today.
Let's see. The effort to clean up Joan's dumping ground. Let's see. Okay. It was incredible to see the premiere of Daughter of Mine on the big screen today in Sag Harbor. The documentary on Joan's story and Rosemary's 30 years of activism. More pictures and exciting news to come as soon as we find out where this filmmaker will show it next. Okay. And then... Blessings. Okay. She didn't say that. I didn't see it.
I could have sworn she said it was on Netflix.
Daughter. Okay, here's another one. Daughter of Mine will premiere Sunday at the Hamptons Film Festival in Sag Harbor. The film chronicles Rosemary and Joan's story in 36 dramatic minutes. It was 5 years in the making by a Hillsdale-born filmmaker, Vanessa Martino. She will talk about it in a panel discussion following the showing that we will attend. In the months ahead, listen, Binky, in the months ahead, the film will be shown at local festivals and throughout America. For more on the festival, go to blah, blah, blah.
Okay. I got an insert from her from blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't say anything about it on there.
Yeah, it says
But
Shorts and Breakfast Bites program. Let me see. Film schedule. Let me see. Okay. Daughter of Mine. Let me see. Yes, Daughter of Mine. Where did you go? Okay, Daughter of Mine premiered at the Bay Street Theater, and then when is it next? I don't see it. December 6th, that's it. Okay, why don't they don't have anything past tomorrow? Any, nothing. Nothing, honey.
Uh-huh.
That's sucky. Maybe that's all it is, and then after that they'll put it somewhere. Maybe it's just from the 30th to the 6th. That's the festival. Let me see. It says buy tickets, so it's got to tell you. Sherry and lamb chop, deep rising. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it's just to the 6th, so then it has to go somewhere after that.
Yeah, she said 4 stories. Hers will be the last one. But I could have swore she said Netflix.
Did you get your book signed?
Yeah. At first I thought she didn't sign it, and I was like, oh, man.
Oh my gosh, Evie.
I did, because when I turned the page, I thought it would be on the hardcover, but it's on the next page.
Yeah. That would
I
suck.
was like, don't you remember me?
That would suck.
That's cute, Abby.
I love her. Her voice is so
I do
soothing.
too.
Yeah.
I'll have to get the book sometime. Support her.
Yeah, and if you want to see what, you can go to jonesjoy.org and check it out. You can save on the book, and Rosemary will autograph it for you. You know, I keep going. I almost go to reach for like a strawberry. I'm like, no, I can't have it. Dang.
I know I did that too.
I hate that. I keep, you know, when Elle was eating that English muffin tonight, and she was going, this is so good with that. And I was going, you know, I'm going to go get some. And I was like, no, I can't have anything.
So she made it shopping today, huh?
Oh, and then Sandra Rusa called me today, right? So I go, we're talking and talking and talking for a long time. And then she's like, hey, let me tell you what I just made. So I got the bit. I said, no. You are not allowed to talk about food. It's not happening today. You're not allowed.
Who's Yusef?
Who?
You said Yusef called you today?
I said, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. Oh my God.
Who's that?
Sandy.
Oh, okay.
Yusef. What? Kevin.
You said I talked to Yusef today.
No, I didn't say Yusef.
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 All right.
Oh, I get it.
What the heck?
The furnace
I got
just
it
came
now.
on, so it's hard to hear.
Oh, that's funny.
Kevin, can you see about getting the video sponsored by Miracle Ear?
My furnace is loud.
Okay, Yusef. Yusef.
So I'm thinking, who's Yusef that's telling her these recipes? This is different.
No, but I'm trying to think about what I want to eat. Like, I just wish there's like no, where I'm going, there's no place to.
Like when
Just wish you enjoyed doing the
clear
drugs.
Jello or something like that,
What?
or was that yesterday? You could have eaten that.
I got Jello. I had 2 Jellos in the morning, and then
Okay.
I had that pills, and then the drink that you mix with the. First, I mixed it with apple and grape juice. We still need a beach house sponsor, yeah. And then I mixed it with the Gatorade Frost, and I was like, I this time I got like almost like wanted to vomit. I felt like I had so much liquid, like I was maybe sick. And then, but I drank it all, and then 2 more pills, and then I started with the broth. And I was like, oh.
What's with the pills? I never heard of the pills.
That's what you would do. We do it. It's Miralax and Dulcolax.
Oh, see, I never did that.
Really? Would you get that? Go lightly?
I only had to drink 2 small cups, like 2 small coffee cups with this stuff in there. It was.
See how somebody always tells you something different, right? And that's how it always is. Somebody always has the different one, and you're like, oh,
did you have to drink a whole jug of stuff?
I did. I had to when I had.
See, I wouldn't be able to do
Oh,
that.
it's awful.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night.
Or wait, what's he saying?
Why? He's not leaving.
Oh,
He tagged me and says,
2 scooter
See you.
chicks. See you.
I can't see because of that heart.
I know. That's
see
another
you.
thing that
Oh,
really
okay.
upsets me. That heart there. It's always in the way of that last line.
I was just telling Kim Young good night.
Kim Young's going to bed? No, she's not.
Yes. Yes, she does. She said she was.
This has been great
Yes.
once more. Thank you so much for being welcoming. I do hope everything goes well tomorrow. It will be over before you know it. I have to go to bed. Thank you so much, Kim. I hope to see you tomorrow, God willing. I hope to see you all tomorrow, God willing.
With your new blog.
With my new Bob.
yeah.
Yeah, Kevin, I couldn't see the eye with that dumb heart there. It's hard to tell what people say sometimes because of that heart.
My new Bob's.
Very bad place to put it, I think.
Bob. Who has a husband named Bob? Why do I always think your husband's name is Bob, Binky?
No, that's my dog.
I know. Oh, that's right. You have
My
Close enough.
X-rated dog.
Oh, right. Oh, my gosh.
Why is he X-rated?
Oh,
yeah,
she
I'll
sent
send
a
you a
very
picture.
scandalous picture.
I'll show you a picture of him.
No, not now.
Not on here, I know that.
He's an exhibitionist.
New Bobs, yeah. For Christmas? Okay. Oh my goodness.
Poser, isn't he?
Yes.
Sharon's being
You think-
very, very quiet, isn't she?
Well, you sent me on down the rabbit hole.
Of what?
Katie Couric.
I
Oh,
knew it. Yeah.
how much is there on Katie Couric? Is she married again?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's been married.
Oh, she got married because her husband died.
Yeah, he died. She was like 30. But
Yeah.
she's 66.
But she never had any more children, right? Just the two girls?
No, she didn't marry this guy until 2013.
Oh. Wow.
Married 10 years to this guy.
What is he? Is he older?
I don't know.
Is he younger?
Correct. I don't know.
Okay. Done
She
it by me.
married some
Just asking you down the rabbit hole.
They said I
You want me
couldn't.
to-
They
Further,
said,
I
wait,
don't-
let me tell you something. They said I couldn't eat anything after 12, right? But
Right.
couldn't drink anything even after 12. But my procedure is not till 12:30, and it's 1:54. I probably can have one more cup of broth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
But it's not till 12:30, and that's normally for people that are going in at like 8 a.m., right?
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Go ahead and have one.
You know
more
what?
shot.
Screw it. I'm getting one.
Go for it.
You can't. Who said you can't? Do it. They told me I could drink. Oof.
Now,
Was
can
about-
you imagine? Can you imagine the nurse tomorrow? Hi. Well, we had somebody watching, and I have it notated on your chart that you said screw it at 1:54 that you were having a cup of broth. If they go to
Yeah.
that much trouble, then that's really something.
Yeah, I think you're safe,
Me too.
especially since no one knows where you're having it either. So
Yeah.
we'll just leave it that way. No, when I was having my shoulder surgery or other surgeries, in fact, they tell me you can go ahead and drink. Don't eat anything after midnight, but you can keep drinking up until 4 hours before the procedure. And that's because they have a hard time poking me. So,
Yeah, they said to keep drinking. She told me to
yeah.
keep drinking and stay hydrated. Yeah.
See, telling people not to eat or drink anything after midnight is pretty easy for most people, because most people go to bed.
Right. Yeah.
Just not us.
No.
Kevin.
And if you do, you're in trouble.
Mhm.
Yeah, where is everybody? That was bad. Margot, where'd Margot go?
I know, you never asked where's Evie.
I always ask where Abby is.
Not tonight.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, she's naming off everybody but me. She must
Oh.
see me here.
I ask all the time for you, and you never come around.
But you were in the chat.
All day long, all day long.
Where's Evie?
Where's that?
Anybody seen Evie?
Well,
Is anyone-
tonight I went
What were
to go
you
see
doing
my
today, Abby? What were you
granddaughter's
doing
show.
today?
Oh,
It was just it was for the kids at the church, but Friday night's the big show. But they
Oh,
did
your
great.
big practice?
Yeah, they did. Well, they practiced in the church tonight, but they're going to be in the real part of the church.
Margot has a headache. Oh, in bed. Okay, she's excused. She has a valid excuse, I remember. She's been excused. You're still safe at 8 hours before. When was 8 hours be, Kevin?
4 a.m.
Oh, okay. Did you have anything to eat or drink after 12? Not really.
Odds are they're not going to ask you, and even if they do, just say no. It's already gone out of your
You know, I really think I had my contacts in the last time I went.
Maybe.
I don't even see why that matters.
I'm just gonna shut my freaking mouth.
Why, did they tell you not to?
Because I asked. I opened my freaking mouth.
They want you to take out your bridge of your teeth.
I don't have bridges.
Well, I know you don't, but they didn't ask me.
Because I just burn them. No. Joking.
I burned them before I got here.
That's a good one.
Do you have any bridges? No, I've burned them all. I'm going to tell her that tomorrow if she asks me anything stupid.
You should.
No, I've tried to burn them all. Yeah.
I don't understand what Kevin's comment.
I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means.
What's that pre-test?
Oh, it means
What?
go to the bathroom before? I don't know.
A pre-test.
I think he means go to the bathroom before you go or something like
Oh.
that.
Well,
Do what your tells you to do. Right now it's craving a little salt. That's where the broth is coming in.
Take out contacts. Why? So they don't roll up and get one stuck.
Are yours the type that you can close sleep in for an hour?
Yeah,
or so?
yes, I sleep in them.
Ah, well then. Yeah. I wouldn't say
I
anything.
think that would be fine. Of course, what do I
How
know?
long do you have to change them?
Weekly.
Oh, really?
I mean, I'm going to bring an extra pair just in case. I'll throw these out and I'll put them in, but I hate that I can't see. It makes
But you'll
me
be
nuts.
sleeping. You won't need to see.
No, but then when I wake up, everything will be fuzzy and I'll be like, where am I? Is this a dream?
You're gonna feel fuzzy anyways, but Jimmy will be there for you.
No, remember all like when people wake up in a dream and it's all blurry and fuzzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it'll be.
They might bring you back and leave him out front while they register his phone number and all that business, and they might have him go out and sit in the car or whatever until.
Oh yeah, they don't let
you're
him sit
coming
there.
out.
No,
Yeah.
he's coming in. She said he can.
Oh, okay.
He's
'Cause I
coming
said,
in
and
until
he
you
come-
go to
and
sleep.
then she was like, you better have somebody driving you home. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I am. They keep asking me.
That's weird. I wonder if they've had a rash of people driving them.
Can you imagine as you're leaving, you go, ha ha ha, I'm driving the car home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you're not supposed to be able to drive for 24 hours, it says.
Yeah.
Well, you got knockout serum in you for a while.
What?
They'll, whatever they give you, you're fuzzy and pee and all kinds of things.
No, they just tell you don't sign any important papers, don't do this,
Right.
don't blah blah blah.
They'll make decisions.
I remember on Jimmy's, okay, it was right after we had Ethan. He was like 2 or 3 months old. I dropped him off, had to drop him off at the hospital. And then it was like many, many hours. I'm like, what are we going to do? So I brought him into Sears and I got his portraits done. And then I went back to pick him up and the nurse wheeled him out and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And then I said, well, we have to go to Sears. She's going to have the portraits ready. We have to pick them out. Okay. And then he sat there next to me picking out baby portraits. And then we went to Sears or something, and I'm like, look at this refrigerator. This is on sale. Let's buy. Okay, like everything. He was like that. And then after that, he had no memory of any of that.
Right. Right.
But I have memory of everything.
The bridge is coming. What?
And he's like, oh wow, we bought a fridge. I said, yeah.
Don't you remember? You picked it out.
That's good. Oh, and I was taking the LSAT sample questions today. They're really fun. I want to read this one question to you and see if you guys could get it, okay? Okay, they have a lot of like really good, it's very fun to do. I didn't realize how fun it is. But this one, and you're probably going to need a pencil and paper, but see if you can get it. How do I get to this one again? Okay.
What is it? The LSAT?
Yeah, but this is one of the, which one is this that we do? The logic? Yeah, the analytical reasoning logic games. And this is the one I did now. It says 5 men, and they use A, B, C, D, and E for the 5 men.
I can't find a pen.
Oh, all right.
I got one.
Thanks. Can I borrow one?
Okay, 5 men, A, B, C, D, E, and 4 women, W, X, Y, and Z, decide to plan a picnic. In order to reach the picnic spot, 3 cars have been hired, and 3 people would ride in each car, along with 1 driver. The cars are red, blue, and green, and the drivers are P, Q, and R.
You lost me after the 4 women.
Okay.
X, Y, and Z. Those
5
are-
men, A, B, C, D, E, and 4 women, W, X, Y, and Z,
Okay.
decide to plan a picnic. In order to reach the picnic spot, 3 cars have been hired. Okay?
Right.
They're red, blue, and green. And then there's 3 drivers. They're called P, Q, and R. Not necessarily in that order. And here are the things we know. There must be at least 1 woman in each car. Okay? If X travels in a particular car, Y must go in the same car. So X and Y are riding together, right?
Yeah.
If A travels in a particular car, D must ride in the same car. So A and D and X and Y have to go together. If B travels in a particular car, Z must not travel in the same car. So B hates Z, and you better not put them together. B and Z cannot go together. If C travels in a particular car, X must not travel in that car. So B and Z can't be together, and C and X cannot be together. And C and Y cannot go in the blue car. So can you figure?
Okay. Let me see here.
Yeah, nobody's going anywhere. Let's see.
Kevin,
What?
he says, get an Uber instead. Save money.
No,
Right.
I said that, not Kevin.
Oh,
I said it.
you did. I'm sorry.
He was, Kevin.
I have a problem right off the bat.
What? What's the problem?
There's 4 women.
Right.
Each of them have to be in a car.
Mm-hmm.
There's only 3 cars.
That's right. And there's got to be 1 woman in each car. But there's got to be at least 1 woman in each car.
Oh, okay.
Okay? All right.
You lost me with the question.
Oh, these are normally right up your alley. Didn't you used to do these kind?
Oh, yeah, but I've never understood them.
Okay.
You were the one that always liked them, and I would do them. Was one of the people trans?
Stop.
What? What? What's that? Oh my.
I mean, if there's a trick to it, I don't know.
No.
I'm kidding. Come on, guys. But I had a paper. I think I know the answer, Kevin said, because you are reading who can go together. Kevin says. That is Kevin that time. It's not Deborah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Abby, it sounds like you were starting to get it.
I'm trying right now. I'm going with good car. Yeah. F and B.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. Since there's 4 women, and there is at least 1 woman in each car, the 3 cars must have 1 woman, 1 woman, and 2 women. Right?
Okay,
Right.
Okay, got that. Since there are 3 people in each car, the car with the 2 women will have 1 man, while the 2 cars with the 1 woman will each have 2 men.
Oh, so there's only 3 people in each car?
In the back seat. Just think about them in the back seat, because then you got the driver in the front.
Oh, one's the chauffeur. So they don't.
Right.
People in each car, including driver.
I still don't do that. Makes it seem ridiculous.
I'll be darned.
What, Abby?
I'm going for this. Let's say red. Blue. Okay.
Well, everybody's really figuring this out. I'm impressed.
See, yeah, but then I've got to ask you questions about it.
Right.
Once you figure out how they go.
Okay, you said 1 woman,
apologize,
2
'cause-
men, 1 woman, 2 men, 1,
All right, I got my cars filled up.
2 women,
Okay, let me try to get this. Hold on.
Definitely
man.
wrong, but
Wow, I apologize for saying I didn't think you guys were too smart. Very smart.
We're going to prove that to you right now.
I really apologize. I had told Carolyn that. And Carolyn, I apologize.
Okay.
So you don't think
process of
anybody's about
eliminating
done?
more
Okay, I'm going to ask you the first question.
All right.
If none of W or X or Y can travel in the red car, in which car are 2 men riding? Is it going to be the red car, the blue car, the green car, both the red and blue car, or both the red and green car? So what car are 2 men riding? This is pretty easy. I just gave you a
I'm
hint.
in B
I'm going blue.
and red. Blue and red.
Is that your final answer?
No, hang on. Definitely B. No, I can't do that. There. Yeah, that's my final answer. R and B have two men.
Blue and red?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. The next one is, in the scenario of the previous question, in which car is E riding? Is E riding in red, blue, green, either red or blue, or either red or green?
I got them in green.
But could he ride in either red or green, or just green? If you're saying green.
He could go in both.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're saying either red or green?
Yeah, actually they could.
If the driver
Right,
of the
right,
red
right.
car, if the driver of the red car is not R, and Q drives the car that has two women, which car is driven by P? If the driver of the red car is not R, and Q is driving the car having two women, which
Okay.
car is driven by P?
Pencils down.
B.
Pencils down.
But
Who has the answer? Don't say it. Who has it?
Definitely not me.
The driver of the red car is not R, and Q drives the car having two women. Which car is driven by P?
P is driving the green car.
Could it
Kevin
be
said if you
My
just
world.
listen to the way she
My
reads
world.
the question, you'll know the answer.
Are you
could it be
following?
blue or green or red or green or just green?
I got him in green because Q has two women, and I've got two women in the red car.
Okay, so you're saying you're green, just green. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Next. If no additional conditions are mentioned, in how many ways can the people be grouped in the three cars?
Oh man, now you got to do algebra.
I know. 1, 2, 3,
So
4.
that's why I don't
1,
understand.
2, 3, 4, or 6.
Ask that question again.
If no additional conditions are mentioned, in how many ways can the people be grouped in the three cars?
2.
And how did you arrive at that conclusion? She wants you to explain that.
Because he doesn't drive with two women. So I could conceivably have P driving blue or green, but not red.
I
In my
believe
case.
the answer of that was 6, I believe, if I'm right. Okay, let's see now. In the previous question, who can never ride in the red car? Is it A? Is it A and D? B and D? D, X, and Y? Or W, X, and Y? Who can never ride in the red car? Concierge.
On one sheet,
Concierge.
someone's giving an answer to somebody.
Really? Oh, somebody's calling her with the answer to Lifeline.
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Who I don't know who's not looking for it.
No, it's her Lifeline.
Oh, that's Sharon.
That's Sharon's Lifeline.
I think
She's
Sharon would cheat.
her husband's calling her probably with the answer.
He is good at this stuff.
He probably
I
is.
believe. Oh.
He probably is calling her with the
Yeah.
answer.
It was just concierge. They want to know if I wanted some cereal.
Was he calling you
All
with
right.
the answer?
No, he's not called. He doesn't watch you. Sorry. Hmm.
Darren.
Sharon.
A.
She just wants to be cruel to Abby because she's so upset about the problem.
A and D plus B. There's A.
And he's moving all my furniture off the rug to straighten my living room.
Oh.
Who is?
Oh, I see a flaw in my calculations here. Rad.
Who is moving your?
They want to dry together.
If I had a paper, I think I know the answer because you are reading.
Not necessarily. I have a paper, but I am lost. But I used to do these puzzles, but they were written a certain way so I could check the boxes as I did it. I didn't do it that way. So it's a mess.
And D.
Do you like these kind of puzzles, Abby?
They twist my mind, but I do like them when
I do really well on the other kind where it says like what weakens this argument or what like I'm really good at that. Like they'll give the level like hard and I'll go in there and be like, are you kidding?
A.
I'm really good at those.
E.
Or what's the parallel on this one or something? And even if they're like marked like hard, very difficult.
I screwed the pooch here, so.
Okay, so in the previous question, who can never ride in a red car? Do you have an answer? A, AD, BD, DXY, or WXY?
Oh boy.
WXY?
Yeah.
All right, let's see how you stacked up here. Oh no. Okay. Let's see. You got one right.
I got one right?
You got one right. It's like that. It's like the Price is Right. How many answers did she get right? B, one right. You got D right. Okay. And I'll tell you what's the thing here. So, okay. We know that W, X, and Y do not travel in the red car. Thus, X and Y must travel in the green car.
Yeah.
Thus, there are 2 women and 1 man in the green car. Hence, there must be 1 woman and 2 men in the red car. Thus, both the red and blue cars have 2 men in them. Hence, the correct option is option D. Blue and red car. Okay, then let's see what else we have here. So it says,
I feel the same way I did when I was in school. I'm just looking at my paper going, what are they talking about?
since there are 4 women, there is at least 1 woman. All 3 cars must have 1, 1, 1, since there's 2. Okay, we have if X travels in a particular car, Y must travel in the same, and the X and the Y are 2 women who travel together. Again, Y cannot travel in the blue car. Neither X nor Y travels in the blue car. Hence, X and Y must travel in the red and green car. Thus, there is only 1 woman in the blue car, and hence 2 men. Okay. Sub-questions.
We should start off with the easier one for some of us.
You know, you know what I'm thinking about if I'm taking this test?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing the rest of the section and coming back to this. It's a timed test because this is it's too much.
Okay, so here, let's try to do this one. This is called a, let's see.
We get fresh paper.
Well, this will be more of an easier, like, well, I think they're easier type of questions, just because I think they're just, okay, let's do an assumption. It's a medium, this is an easy one. This is, or cannot be inferred. Do you want to do an cannot be inferred or an assumption? And it's not like this kind. It's going to be a verbal thing. You're going to listen to me.
Okay.
And do you want to do an assumption or cannot be inferred? Let's do the assumption.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. I've done this one and I got this one right. All the paintings of Vermeer are owned either by private individuals or for purchase. Therefore, the majority of paintings of Vermeer are not available for purchase. Which one of the following is an assumption upon which this argument depends? Okay, you got it? So it says, this artist Vermeer, his paintings are either owned by a private individual or museum. Of the ones that are owned by private individuals, some are for sale and some are not. But the ones that are owned by museums, none of them are for sale.
Okay.
And then they say, therefore, the majority of paintings of Vermeer are not available for purchase. Which one of the following is an assumption upon which the argument depends? So this assumption is going to have to be one that's going to make that true. Therefore, the majority of paintings of Vermeer are not available for purchase. And there's only one way that be couple. Okay, so couple ways. So it's going to be A. Most paintings of Vermeer that are not available for purchase are owned by private individuals.
Or
B. The majority of the paintings of Vermeer that are owned by private individuals are available for purchase. C. All paintings of Vermeer that are available for purchase are owned by private individuals. D,
Correct.
no, because they're trying to make their argument, remember. D, the total number of paintings of Vermeer that are owned by public museums is not less than the total that is owned by private individuals.
Oh.
And then the other one is no private individual owns more than one painting of Vermeer. So you've got to see that they're trying to say the majority of paintings of Vermeer are not available for sale. And that would make it sound like the museums must have the majority of them because none of theirs are for sale, right? But there's also some private individuals, some are for sale, some aren't. So the total number of paintings of Vermeer that are owned by public museums is not less than the total number owned by private individuals.
That's true.
That would make, that's what I would say. And that, I believe, was the right answer.
That
was the right answer.
Was.
Yes, and that was the right answer. And it says, the passage concludes that most paintings of Vermeer are not available for purchase. Given the information in the passage, each of the following scenarios is perfectly possible. We will see the conclusion does not hold in all scenarios. That means, as the argument stands, the conclusion does not follow logically and inevitably. Let the total number of Vermeer's paintings be 100. Then, scenario A, 90 are owned by private individuals and 10 are owned by public museums. Then, as per passage, none of the 10 paintings of Vermeer that are owned by public museums are available for purchase. Among the 90 owned by private individuals, some are available and some are not. The word some is vague. So it could be that 60 paintings owned by private individuals are available for purchase and 30 are not. In that case, out of 100 paintings of Vermeer, 60 would be available for purchase and the remaining 40 would not be. And so the conclusion would be proved wrong. In scenario B, 55 are owned by private individuals. But see, I didn't even do that. I just do that. If they said that the majority are not for sale and they wanted their argument to be real, then the amount that the museums owned could not be less than the amount that the private people own, because some of theirs were for sale and some of theirs weren't. So that was scenario, I think that was more than 50 are owned by public museums, since no painting answers.
So don't kill yourself on it, pick true and move on.
No, it says the option is correct. It is in line with the pre-thinking we have done in the argument construction section above. Yeah.
So
How
don't
do you
waste.
spell Vermeer? Is that a real painter?
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Vermeer, I think.
Vermeer.
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 Okay.
Okay,
Like,
this one says the main point, and it's hard. But see, the other ones were hard too. And okay, the lecturer says there are many benefits to connecting everyday objects like homes, like cars, and home appliances to the internet to enable their owners to manage them remotely. But beware of doing so. With the rising number and variety of devices connected to it, the internet is becoming more complex and consequently more prone to security breaches by hackers. The consequences of a security breach are much graver with an internet-connected car or home appliance than with an internet-connected computer, and might even include a risk to the life of the owner of these objects. Which one of the following most accurately expresses the main conclusion of the lecturer's argument? A. The gravity of the consequences suffered by the owner of an internet-connected car or home appliance in the event of a security breach outweighs the benefits that these devices offer. B. Owners of cars and home appliances should be cautious and alert to the dangers of connecting these objects to the internet. C. A security breach of a car or home appliance that is connected to the internet can be much more dangerous than a security breach of an internet-connected computer. D. The vulnerability of the internet to security breaches is directly proportional to the number and variety of the devices connected to the internet. E. The increasing connection of everyday objects such as cars and home appliances to the internet in the recent years has increased the overall vulnerability of the internet to security breaches. I know which one I'm choosing.
E.
What was okay, now really, what was the question though?
What best expresses the main conclusion of the lecturer's argument? I'll read it one. There are many benefits to connecting everyday objects like cars and home appliances to the internet to enable their owners to manage them remotely. This is the lecturer. But beware of doing so. With the rising number and variety of devices connected to it, the internet is becoming more complex and consequently more prone to security breaches by hackers. The consequences of a security breach are much graver with an internet-connected car or home appliance than with an internet-connected computer, and might even include a risk to the life of the owner of these objects. So if you go down here, it says the increasing connection of everyday objects such as cars and home appliances to the internet in the recent years has increased the overall vulnerability of the internet to security breaches. Yes, the lecturer most definitely says that, but do you think that's the main conclusion? Or is it the vulnerability of the internet to security breaches is directly proportional to the number and variety of the devices connected to the internet? Or is it a security breach of a car or home appliance that is connected to the internet can be much more dangerous than a security breach of an internet-connected computer? Or is it owners of cars and home appliances should be cautious and alert to the dangers of connecting these objects to the internet? Or is it the gravity of the consequences suffered by the owner of an internet-connected car or home appliance in the event of a security breach outweigh the benefits that these devices offer? Now, when you read through those, a lot of them sound similar. So then the one that's vastly different is the first one I read, which the main idea is it the breaches, or is it the difference to be careful with the cars and the home appliances?
I'm sorry, I would have to see the professor's argument again. Because I can't grasp it for some reason without reading it. So
Okay, the lecturer says there are many benefits to connecting everyday objects like cars and home appliances to the internet to enable their owners to manage them remotely. So there's telling of the benefits, okay? But beware, now here comes the caution of doing so. With the rising number and variety of devices connected to it, the internet is becoming more complex and consequently more prone to security breaches by hackers. The consequences of a security breach are much graver with an internet-connected car or home appliance than with an internet-connected computer, and they might even include a risk to the life of the owner with these objects.
Okay.
So E says the increasing connection of everyday objects such as cars and home appliances to the internet in the recent years has increased the overall vulnerability of the internet to security breaches. Do you think that's the main thing? Or do you think,
no.
Okay, do you think the vulnerability of the internet to security breaches is directly proportional to the number and variety of the devices connected to the internet?
No.
Okay. A security breach of a car or home appliance that is connected to the internet can be much more dangerous than a security breach of an internet-connected
yes,
computer.
It's that one.
Okay, you
It's
want
that
to choose
one.
that one? Okay, yep. All right, let's see.
Right?
Let's see. We're going to submit it. Ready? You missed it.
Oh, forget it. Sorry, guys. I thought I was being
Okay,
so
now you want to know what the answer is?
here.
Owners of cars and home appliances should be cautious and alert to the dangers of connecting these objects to the internet. And I'll tell you with the explanation too. Let me see. The argument is about connecting everyday objects to the internet. Let's analyze the argument. It begins with the statement, there are many benefits to connecting everyday objects like cars and home appliances to the internet to enable their owners to manage them remotely. Here the lecturer states that there are many benefits of connecting them. Then he begins the second statement with but, thereby indicating that he is now going to talk about something other than benefits. He's going to talk about possibly costs, dangers, and risks. No other statement of the argument provides support to this statement. Therefore, this statement definitely cannot be the conclusion of the argument. Further, the statement does not provide support to any of the other statements of the argument. Had it done so, the argument would have been of the form, there are many benefits of, therefore. Hence, it is not the premise of the argument. The second statement of the argument is, but beware of doing so. So in the above statement, the statement does not state facts or principles. Therefore, it's not a premise, it states an advice. So it is a candidate of being the main conclusion of the argument, provided the remaining statements of the argument provide support. The third statement of the argument, with the rising number and variety of devices connected to it, the internet is becoming more complex and consequently more prone to security breaches by hackers. This statement states a fact, therefore it could be a premise, but we see that the statement by itself is not sufficient to support the second statement. Our only candidate so far for being a conclusion. How do we know that it is not sufficient? Because if you put the second and the third statement in a second statement format, we get beware, because with the rising number and variety of devices connected to it, the internet is becoming more complex and consequently more prone to security breaches by hackers. Reading the statement, questions immediately spring in our mind. Okay, so the internet is more prone to security breaches. Then so what? What should I beware of? Clearly, there is a missing link between the third statement and the second statement. If the last statement of the argument supplies the missing link, then the third and fourth statement will become the premises on which the conclusion draws in the second statement is based. The consequences of a security breach are much graver than in the internet connected car or home appliance than with an internet connected computer, and might even include a risk to the life of the owner of the objects. Now we see that when statements 3 and 4 are read in conjunction, we can draw the inference that with the rising number of devices connected to the internet, the chances of security breach are increasing, and the consequences of such a breach can be potentially life-threatening for the owners of the cars and homes. We are now able to understand why the author asked us in the second statement to beware. His line of reasoning is under, this will increase the number of devices connected to the internet because you are connecting devices to the internet. The rising number of devices connected to the internet increases the chances of security breach. The consequences of a security breach are much graver, potential life-threatening for the owners. Hence, the main conclusion of the argument is described in the second statement. The inference stated in this answer can be indeed drawn from the conclusion. However, does the conclusion, let's see here. So, it was B, which was owners of cars and home appliances should be cautious and alert to the dangers of connecting these objects to the internet. What did you learn on the show tonight, Craig? This was very relaxing to me, I think.
Hi, Beth.
Hi, K-Rox.
I don't see her, Carolyn.
K-Rox?
Yeah.
232.
Oh, he went back on. That was relaxing listening to her read that, though. Hi, K-Rock. Hi, Beth. Evie, did you get it? Did you understand that?
Evie? Evie, did you fall asleep?
Me? No.
Oh.
I just
I love how
got
all
busy
you
doing
guys can fall
something because
asleep
you
so
totally
easy.
lost me.
All you guys fall asleep so easy. You do, Carolyn. You stay up forever, but when you
I
go to
do,
sleep,
and then I'm like, and then somebody's trying to talk to me, and I'm like, yeah, I can fall asleep sometimes just sitting down. Like, just can you ever fall asleep just sitting in your chair?
no.
Like I fall
Yes.
asleep. I fell asleep a few times reading tonight.
You can do that too, Abby?
I fell
I can
asleep.
fall asleep in the dentist chair. I can fall
Oh
asleep.
no, I don't think I can do that. No,
can fall
I wish I
asleep.
could fall asleep in the dentist chair. I can't.
I have to. I just, when I sit down, I go to sleep. I sleep in the bathtub, but that's why I don't take baths anymore. I take
Really?
showers. Because I thought, I'll just take a nice book in the bath and soak and read. All my books are soaking wet.
Yeah, see, I don't
You're all
fall
done.
asleep in the bathtub, knock on wood. But I can fall asleep on the chair, and I can fall asleep like freaking looking. If say I'm sitting in a chair, like like maybe the massage chair is reclined back, and I'm looking at my phone, I'm holding my phone, I can fall asleep. My phone will smack down.
Yep.
Like I just fall asleep, my arms in the air 1 minute, and I'm asleep the next.
See, I wish I was like that.
I remember when Evie fell asleep. Evie, you fell asleep against the wall at the beach house.
You
I don't
did?
think I did.
You did,
But
Kevin.
I fell asleep the other night on Zoom. I know.
You were just sitting straight up, and I felt so bad for you. And we tried to, and I think Janae just left you like that.
I bet she did.
And I was like, we got to move her. And then, I don't know. I think we eventually did move you.
How did I sit up in bed?
You were
and-
sitting right. Okay, your bed. You were sitting straight in the middle of the bed. Your back to the wall, and
Why
then
would
you were like slouched over.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, and you were fast asleep. Kevin, do you remember that? Because I think I went and got Kevin. I was like, Kevin, we have to do something. Evie's asleep and I can't wake her up.
I can't imagine that.
Wow,
was
I'm
I
envious
sitting there
of you.
looking at Janae?
You
Why
were just,
was I sitting up?
I
when
have
went
no
to
idea.
bed? I go to bed.
You were sitting up. Kevin, do you remember? It wasn't the headboard, Kevin. She was against the wall in the middle of the bed. Because your bed was against the wall. And you
Maybe
were
I had
sitting.
my phone in my hand. I don't
Maybe
know.
maybe you were. Maybe you were making a call and then you were like, I'm just going to rest my eyes for a minute. And you just like, yeah. You were always making phone calls.
No, I wasn't. My husband called me one time and I said, I'm in bed. That was like the first 2 nights I was there. I went to bed at 9:00. And then I warmed up and then I
Wait,
started.
are you guys
staying awake.
talking about on vacation or in Zoom?
Yeah, on vacation. On Zoom. How could I get her in Zoom and call Kevin?
And that's what I was thinking. How were you guys going to do this? How'd you do this in Zoom?
No. Well, I've seen Debbie fall
I fall
asleep on the
asleep
bed
in
in
Zoom
Zoom. I've
because
seen
I
her do
snore
that.
and
But there's nothing I can
I-
do except start screaming, Evie, get up. But, yeah, and then on a real sunny day when I'm driving, and if it's like, then that sun can make me start like yawning and feeling like I'm falling asleep, like so bad that I've got to like literally get out of the car
Yep.
and run
Really?
around. Yeah, I've had it when I was driving with somebody. They went to, I don't know, went to pick up a car. They went to pick up a car. And so we went down together to New Jersey. And then I had to drive back. And I remember I was driving on the highway and I'm like, I'm falling asleep. I'm falling asleep. Oh my gosh. And then as soon as we got off the highway, stopped the car. And as soon as I did that, like, and I snapped right out of it. Like it was from the sun. It's a crazy thing. Yeah.
I was just about asleep at church Sunday,
Really?
and then my phone vibrated, and then I left to go with my son. But I can't. I mean, I'm wide awake when I get there, but it just puts me to sleep. Sometimes it's because that's getting back to what I was saying. I'll just be when I finally sit down anywhere, whether it be the dentist or the hairstyle, wherever I go, I fall asleep.
You've always been that way, Abby?
Yeah, it's just I just bop till I drop. I can be running around here a mile a minute.
Have you ever fallen asleep sitting on the toilet?
You-
Not like you're even going to like, no, a scooter like that. You're just like If you get up and you're like, it's in the morning and you're just there,
No, never done that.
that's happened to me. Like, it's like startle reflux, but like, especially like if you just get up in the middle of the night and you're like, and then you just, it's almost like you don't want to go back. Because I have a heated seat.
Have you ever fallen asleep standing up?
No,
My husband did
I have.
at work.
no, but the heated seats on the toilet can be very cozy. They can be.
Beth said that she's done that, fallen asleep against a wall standing up at work only once. Wow, you guys, I wish I was like that.
But I've fallen
not.
asleep in this chair while I'm reading. I fell asleep a couple times tonight. I got my son. I could tell there was like a long pause. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it reminded me of the Seavers thing because I fell asleep in one of those when I was reading that Seavers diary or something. I don't know how far I fell asleep. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I'm lying. I did fall asleep one time in an inappropriate time. And it's very private, and it's before I met Dave.
Okay.
And
Okay. That boring.
it was so weird, I don't know why. But yeah. Yeah.
Well, you tell us part of the story now.
That's her
Like,
exhibitionism. Don't worry about it. Just keep moving on. Okay. And next. It's 37 and it's 31 degrees and cloudy and it's snowing. Did you know that Jimmy said it was
It's
snowing?
59 here and clear.
What
Really?
is it? 59 where you're at and 31 where Carolyn is?
Uh-huh.
Well, where I'm at, it was 102 Fahrenheit.
Oh gosh. 33 here, guys. Oh, that's supposed to do actually. I forgot to tell you, Carolyn and everyone here. Hi,
What?
Angie. Kentucky Love.
What?
I have a YouTube job for real, and I'm messing up already. I am supposed to go around from chat to chat,
Hi,
asking
Angie.
people if everything is okay, if they have any problems,
Hi, Angie.
ask them about their neighborhood, if they're safe, their weather. They
Mm-hmm.
want me to do that, and I have a chart I have to fill out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Great.
really cool, and I'm getting paid for it.
That's good. A lot of us get some things like that. I've been done a lot of things like that. Okay. Let me do this. What I was going to say. Let me check the weather because I may be taking a road trip if the weather permits oh, wait. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Keep thinking Thursday it's going to snow, but Friday I may go to my lady.
What's that?
My lady. You don't know who my lady is? Abby?
Oh, I know who your lady is.
I know.
I don't know who
A
she is.
lady.
My
Wait, do
lady.
I-
I'll tell you about it later. You don't know my lady?
Uh-uh.
But I'm going to my
Lovely.
lady on Friday, and good. The weather looks good. I got a big road
Is that
trip.
little lady from here?
No, it's my lady. I'll talk to you about it in a minute. All right, so it looks good for that.
Let me do it right here while I'm here in your chat. Is everything okay, everyone? Are you enjoying your YouTube experience?
Yes.
Are you enjoying this platform? We want everyone here to be happy. Please let us know. Please reach out to me. I am one of the interceptors.
Interceptors.
Especially with the complaints. Two scooter chick.
You keep falling asleep. Okay, Beth. Well, everyone is having a good experience in general.
Good in general. All right, guys. God bless. Love you. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers.
Okay.
I will hopefully be in touch with you tomorrow. God willing, I'll see you again.
She'll be
And,
fine, y'all. She'll be fine.
There won't be someone, having to step in. All right?
No, you'll be here.
All right.
Fine.
So, the role of Mommy Ramblings will now be played by. Remember when they would do that on
Yeah.
soap operas out of the freaking blue? Do you remember there was no warning, right?
Right.
The, ro-
It's just somebody new.
the role of Agnes Moorhead, whatever, would now be played by Joan Crawford.
Right.
Can you imagine that? The role of Mommy Ramblings will now be played by Rebecca Tungsten.
When you guys get a survey, please give me a good report, guys. Thank you so much. It'll pop up in your notices.
Scooter's not even
It'll
listening.
have my picture there.
You're serious? Where do I find this survey?
Oh my
No, it'll
goodness. I'll
pop up.
see you guys
Take
later. I
notes
must have been
everything
asleep.
that's here.
All right.
I'll-
See you later,
I'll
guys. God bless.
introduce-
Love you. Bye. I hope I'm back again to be with you
You will
again.
be.
We'll see. I hope it's
Come on.
not Rebecca Tungsten as the new Mommy Ramblings.
It's not either.
I know.
And
All right.
She said
See
they
you
missed
later.
your word cookies.
We did
Oh,
it.
she said we already did it. Never mind. Yeah, Beth, Carolyn was asking for you
Yeah.
when she did word cookies.